Rizzo, baby!
I fell in love. First day, but boy, you know it's not enough. And you're talking to me, boy, like you wanted something. Well, baby, come and get you some. Just hit me on the city when you're ready. And if that is friends, you want me, boy, you know I'm tempted. You know I'm tempted. Let me give you this attention. And you know, boy, I got something special out of these women. Oh, you can get it. Only all night. Only all night.
Doing the things that I never would know. Treat me like white tees. Don't get me dirty. Love, love, love on me. Love, love, love on me.
Send you to me. I'm just hoping I don't beat history. Boy, I'm trying to reach one on Sunday to make love on Monday. Now you know no one else, babe, 'cause I'll be switching the positions for you. Kitchen and I'm in the bedroom. I wouldn't need another say I'm going through. I'm out of love and not nothing I wouldn't know. But I won't know. Searching for you, perfect, just too good to be true. But I get tired of running.
Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'm doing something in the background. Let me see.
Richard 2025, baby. Richard 2025, baby.
Salute. Hope all's well. I kind of part on a late vibe and everything. I kind of let me see, set up live now. Cause there's some things I forgot because I was doing my YouTube live and everything, but I forgot to connect to my TikTok and all that stuff. So I was like, oh man, I've been kind of on a rush. But we back at it, guys. Let me see. Good, okay. We back at it. So I'm on a different tab, so pardon if I'm not, before. We back at it. I know it's been a while. I've been like, let me see, 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since we let me see. Can I connect to it? That's my Man, I'll do this later. I'm not going to even worry about it. Nope. I'm not going to even worry about that. Now it's messing my sound. Give me a second. Let me do Instagram real quick. Instagram key. But yeah, like I said before, guys, I know it's been a while since I went live, and that's mainly because, man, it's usually early when I get sick. This happened to me like twice in a year, but usually when I get sick, it usually be around like November-ish, December-ish. But yeah, I caught the cold. Unfortunately, man. That's why I've been down.
Sorry.
Salute, realistic vibes. Salute. Wow, hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. Let me go on my page real quick. Let me give you a wrench as moderator. Hope you're doing well, love. I've been seeing you doing your thing. Your stream, which stop the stream and everything. Beautiful, lovely lady and everything, all that good stuff. Hope you're doing well. Be doing well. My lovely red lipstick, also my lovely red lipstick vibes. Jamel in the building. Appreciate you. It's about to be fall season, so this was actually one of my outfits that I got in my last haul, my try-on haul. I got some more clothes coming soon, so I want to do a new haul. But yeah, I got this outfit and everything. So we looking on the classy side. Salute to Young Reese in the building. Young Ross. So I keep always mispronouncing your name. Thank you. Help me. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you for joining and all that good stuff. It's always good. It's always good to see you. But like I said before, I've been down because I've been sick for like the last couple weeks. So I've been like those first 2 days, man, I was out of it, man. Like being sick itself is already a problem. But like that pain, like your throat, headache, man, I was going through it. I was fighting for my life. Let me see what I'm doing. Let me get this. Let me see. Great live video. So all that stuff. So yeah, I've been away, but we back at it this week. Try to get back on task and all that good stuff and everything that y'all guys see in the title. Let me try to get this. Let me see, audience, public. I'm doing this in the background. I forgot to set up my live for my other stream key. Copy. Let me do this real quick. Stream key. Got that. Okay. After you go live. Okay, I see. Now let me. Oh, here we go. I'm about to say. After you go live, streaming. Okay. We had it. Let me press the button. Okay, we back at it, guys. So yeah, like I said, some of y'all see in the title, I will talk a little bit about dating. We at the Riz Academy, you know what I mean? We talk about game and stuff. And I think dating is part of it, you know what I mean? In my opinion. You know what I mean? I haven't been out in the dating market yet. But just from my observations and all this kind of stuff with videos and stuff like that, I've been seeing a lot of, stuff on dating and also how people interact with each other on there. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like the lost art, like the most basic. Like I'm not saying in the past it was, easy for people and everything, but in my opinion, I do not think dating was this hard, this difficult. Like people just interacting with each other, and you see these videos, people like, having these extremely high expectations, like go to these extremely expensive restaurants. Oh, if you don't pay, $400 for to this expensive restaurant on first date, is we can't go. Or guys trying to get, some cheeks on the first date. It's just a lot of things going on these dating streets. You know what I mean? And and it's gotta let me add my how are we gonna talk about marriage and all this kind of stuff if y'all can't even do the simple interaction of just dating, just interacting with each other? And if anybody want to join the panel, you are more than welcome. If y'all can't just do the first step, dating, interacting with each other, and we have issues with that, you know what I mean? We have issues with that, you know what I mean? So that's my perspective on it. Let me and obviously we also got Instagram Roulette. We're gonna react to some videos and all that stuff. Let me get my other so I can make it. So I can see on all my platforms. I'm on Instagram right now. So in case like anybody got questions on the Instagram side, I can let me go over here. Do this. Let me do this real quick. Okay. We back at it. So yeah, like I said, salute to the lovely lady general, Zai in the building. The lovely lady Zai in the building, you know what I mean? So and also I got some Riz notes, just in case, so I don't miss my points. So let's look up on the Riz notes. Let me switch my screen real quick. Let's look up the Riz notes. What we got over here? Let's switch screens. Let's switch screens real quick. And by the way, like, share, subscribe, support the show, super chat, cash app, PayPal, all that good stuff. If you can support. So let me do this. Let me see. Let me do this. Okay. Now we at it. Let me see. Oh, what a cute top. Oh, thank you. It's actually a dress. I actually got this dress got it from Shane, and I did a haul on one of my YouTube videos. If y'all want to check it out, I had like a couple of outfits and everything. So yeah, this is one of my favorite. I saw the bow and the pearls and everything. I was like, I gotta get this. And plus, I already had pearl earrings and the necklace and the Let me put myself a full screen real quick. I got the necklace and everything. I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Got my hair done. I love this hairstyle. Protective hairstyle for my texture and everything. I try to keep this hairstyle up so it can grow and all that good stuff. So yeah, I got it in braids with my hair, and I got my pearls and all that good stuff. I got some red lipstick. I actually forgot. It got like pearls on it and everything. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. I love this. One of my favorite outfits. But yeah, on it. Show it off. But yeah, like I said, we got some notes. So let's see what we got in here. Dating equity. This is the Riz. Our purpose of dating is a social and romantic process where two people who spend time with each other, get to know each other, and act as their compatibility and suitability as potential partners. You know what I mean? Potential partners for a more serious or committed relationship. It could be casual. Some people date for casual. They're not really dating to get into a really serious relationship. They just dating each other and all that good stuff, or with no expectations of a long-term commitment. Or it can be serious with the intent of building a lasting relationship. The purpose of dating is to explore a connection, understanding one another, and determine if their special and meaningful bond is worth pursuing, which can be a fun, enjoyable experience for both individuals. You know what I mean? And that's what dating is about. It's basically a tool to help each other, interact with each other, talk to each other. You know what I mean? Get to know each other, really get to know each other to see if y'all want to move forward. That's what dating is about. But it's like some people, they not using dating for that. You know what I mean? Or they coming into like dating not being honest. You know what I mean? And I made some notes on why I think dating why dating is trash in this day and age. Like I said, a lot of people are not honest while they're dating. A lot of people don't really know if they want all that good stuff. And I think that's one of the issues. You know what I mean? Like I said, people are not going out here really with a purpose. You know what I mean? Or they not vetting or all that good stuff. Appreciate you, Rosie with the $3.99, $4. Appreciate you with the support. Be like bro and support. Appreciate you.
Appreciate your donations. She's spending more money so I can get more candy.
All I want is just to get paid. I know I ain't ashamed of trying to make a wage now. Money makes the world go round.
Yo, Nino! Whoa! She did a report on dating. First of all, we have to attend. So when you at a school, you have to create notes and all that good stuff. So not only that you don't forget what you try to say, right? So you can have an idea, and so everybody can see visually what's going on here. So actually, right, we're actually doing it the correct way. So you better chill out. Jay Wilson, Jersey Devil. Salute. Salute. You know what I mean? We in fall season, around the holidays and all that stuff. And and around this time, people people are, especially single people out here, they're a little lonely around this time. You know what I mean? They're a little lonely around this time, especially when Valentine hit. Ooh, when Valentine hit, when that Valentine, shout out to DJ because he also did a show of cuffing season, right? All that good stuff. Yeah, cuffing season. You know what I mean? Around that time. And a lot of single people be lonely around this time. It is. It is.
Sorry.
But yeah, man. It comes with the territory. But like I said, what did Zaza say? Let me see what she said in the chat. Dating needs to be more intentional, otherwise you end up getting played. That's a fact. That's a good fact, man. And like I said, it definitely has to be intentional. You know what I mean? When you're going out here, and I think that's especially like for new people. And like I said, people. That was my bad. That was our DJ was just there. Yeah, the woman's POV. Yeah, shout out to Rog and LA Project. They was doing a cuffing season live stream. Shout out to them, man. Appreciate you. My bad. And Jackie Cam, these men out here need to know how to date. Yeah, man. She got a point. A lot of people out here don't know what they really want. And like I said, in my opinion, when it comes to like dating, it's really about, interacting with people, talking to people, getting to know what you want. Going out, having relationships here and there, you know what I mean? Testing the waters and stuff like that. But overall, to a certain point, you have to have an idea of what you really want. You know what I mean? Just because you're talking to a guy or talking to a girl and they may look attractive and everything and you like what they are, but if they don't have the characteristics of a good person, of a good wife, of a potential wife or husband, you know what I mean? Don't fall for this I can fix them complex trope. You know what I mean? I think that's also one of the issues. Let me add my banners right here. Don't fall for that I can fix them trope. So I think that's also one of the reasons why. You may like somebody, they may be cool, but if they are not somebody that you really want, even they may not be a bad person. They may not initially be a bad person per se, but if they just don't got like for example, if you want kids, right, and that other person don't want to have kids, and that person smokes, and you not really being on somebody smoking, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. They may not be a bad person per se, but if they don't got those traits that what you want, like especially like for example, to have a kid, and that could be a big thing in a relationship. Because sometimes relationships fail due to the kid part or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Being honest on what you truly want and putting those emotions to the side. That's why, in my opinion, why they traditions are being thrown out the window. For example, not bringing the person to the parents for them to vet. You know what I mean? So, like, say if a girl going out and she sees a guy, she likes him and everything. Like bringing them to your home, especially of course if you're like actually taking them seriously. Like, you know what I mean? I don't expect anybody just like every guy they interact or they like, let me just bring them back to my dad or my parents. You know what I mean? You vetting them on your own, getting to know them, have an idea of what they're about. And usually when you take somebody to their the other parent house, it's usually because they actually try to take this person seriously. Like, it's not just casual fun and stuff like that. Okay, I actually like this guy. I'm actually thinking about being more than just girlfriend or boyfriend or so. I want to take this step to a next step. You know what I mean? And I think that one of those things is, one of those traditions that's kind of, being pushed away is taking that person to your parents. And parents don't know everything, but especially like, you know, if they're older and you're like, especially if you're new to the dating experience, them vetting them, you know, checking that guy, you know, talking to him and stuff like that, or you know what I mean, seeing, you know, what he's about, and having a third party view on this person, you know what I mean? People that you actually trust, and even if it's not your parents, like your grandparent or grandma, somebody that, you know, that's a guardian that has your best interest at heart, and actually try to see if this person is good for you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we may not see things, you know, we may not see certain red flags or whatever compared to our peers because they've been in the dating market longer. You know what I mean? Or certain things. We may be all in love. We not, you know, in our perspective is kind of blind. You know what I mean? Chivalry is on a decline. You know, they all talk about chivalry is dead. And I think that fall on both parties, because not gonna lie, some of these ladies out here, they kind of mess that up for some of the guys. You know what I mean? Like this simple of opening the door for a woman. You know what I mean? Or just having certain respect for her. But I think that the chivalryness is kind of dead out here. You know what I mean? That's just my perspective on it. Now, you see, saying the Notebook movie ain't romantic, call Nino. Nino. Yeah, we saw the, I never watched Notebook. I don't know if that's an anime or something like that. But, you know, the way they're describing it, to be fair, the way they were describing this guy, I mean, the man and that, how he was acting, I think that was romantic, you know what I mean? Because he loved her and everything. But if that woman wasn't precipitating that energy, right? Or matching that energy with that person, then it becomes toxic. You know what I mean? Because he was talking about, oh, he did all this for her. He sent her letters and all this kind of stuff. But if the woman is not, you know, sending that love back, you know what I mean? Then it's kind of, then it becomes a little tricky. Oh, it's not an anime? Okay. I might watch that. I might watch that. Make them meet my brothers. That's a good one. You know what I mean? Meeting your brothers, you know what I mean? They're very protective. So they may get a more non-biased opinion of it. Because you're in love with that person, but that person they don't have those real like love emotions. So they can really give you a perspective on whether or not this person is good. You know what I mean? Not getting good advice from older people. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, there are some older people out here that are not wise. Like there are some older people out here that don't have your best interest at heart. Or they might have good interest, but their advice is not good at all. You know what I mean? So not only finding an older person to give you advice, but making sure that person that you're getting advice from actually know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? And I think that one way to figure it out is looking at their life. Okay, they have a good, you know, they have a marriage, you know what I mean? A happy marriage. They got family. They got a well-constructed household and everything. Their kids are cool and all that good stuff. If you can look at their family, look how their life is at, that can help you. That can help whether or not that person is the person that you may want to get advice from. You know what I mean? But that person is single, they have 4 or 5 divorces, you know what I mean? And they just out here and all that kind of stuff, and they try to give you advice. The advice itself may be cool, but like I said, if their lives are, you know, it's just then they're not living up what they're saying, then there's a chance that advice may not be the best advice. You know what I mean? So like I said, sometimes you just look at what they're doing, and you can have an idea whether or not that person is really truly what they're on about. You know what I mean? Is she talking about Jaja? What are you talking about? You know, what do you mean about that? Easy with the A word, Cam. You two doesn't like, oh, okay. My bad. If she's talking about Jaja, what are you talking about, Nino? Well, first of all, Nino, Jaja is in a beautiful marriage. She got a man that's working his butt off. She's a housewife. She got beautiful kids. She is a great woman. So you need to chill out. You appreciate, yeah, fact, Jaja. What are you talking about? That's why she's the lady general. What are you talking about? Hey. And plus, I think this was also good. People don't know their place. You know what I mean? Men and women and all this kind of stuff. People want to keep changing traditional values, making all this stuff up. It's just wild. It's like there's certain things that we just know what to do in a relationship. Stop changing all this stuff up. You know what I mean? Let me see. What? And like I was saying before, people not knowing what they really want. They just going out blind. You know what I mean? Nobody really fully appreciates you saying on the Instagram part. I agree with all these boys. Yeah, appreciate you. If anybody want to add to their point, you can always add it in the chat, or if you want to join the panel and add to the conversation, you are more than very much welcome. You know what I mean? People don't really know what they want. And like I said, you know, dating and all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's an experience. It's a try and error. You know what I mean? Especially like I said, you may have a relationship, you go through that, and then you may you know, learn some new things about you. You know what I mean? There sometimes you have to go through that experience to really know. But you have to have an idea. At least have some key points on what you accept and what you don't accept. You know what I mean? Because some people just go out and everything, and especially for the marriage part, you should, especially if you've been hanging out with that person, or you know y'all been dealing with each other for a while, you should have an idea on whether or not you want to be with this person long term. You know what I mean? Or having some core viable points that you want to keep for yourself. I've been saying the same thing. That's yup. Of course, Zaza. Of course, Zaza. Appreciate you. Hustler! Much love. Salute. Hope you're doing well. And one of them, people are not being honest with themselves. You know what I mean? They coming to the table and they not being honest. But I don't know. I never understood that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, somebody want a poly relationship, but they dealing with people that's now in that kind of time. Or if a guy dating a woman that, you know, that had promiscuous traits, and she dressed promiscuously and stuff like that, and you dealing with a woman like that, but you know darn well you don't want a woman that's like that. You want a woman that's modest, or you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or if you don't want to take relationships serious, you just want to casually date, but the other person wants to actually take the relationship to a different to a more serious level. And it's like, if you're dating somebody and they tell you something that you just now in that kind of time, or you try to convince yourself that you want to be on that kind of time because you like that person, but deep down you know you don't want to do it. It's like it's wasting your time. It's not wasting your time; it's wasting their time too. And that's why I think that's why some relationships fail, because they're not being honest with each other in the dating part. And I don't get that. Like, dating is literally like an interview. You know what I mean? Y'all sitting down with each other and y'all figure it out. Okay, what about this person that I like? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And look, like I said, it's not rejection is part of life. You know what I mean? So regardless, whatever things you say about yourself to that person or your values and stuff, if that person don't agree with those values and they say, hey, look, I'm not interested, it is what it is. But sticking it out with a person that you know deep down in your heart that you do not want to deal with this person because of their ways and stuff like that, that can cost you in the future. Because if y'all get married, you may be miserable. Then it might start to go to cheating, or you start resenting that person. But it's like, wait, let me see. Kevin, turn down the let me see. Okay, I got you. Give me a second. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Yeah, that was a little loud. My bad, guys. My bad. Like I said, being honest is very important. Especially if you try to take the relationship to a whole different, like if you actually if you dating with a purpose and you actually trying to take it to another level, you especially should be honest. You know what I mean? You should especially be honest. For me, right? There's some things that, for example, like being asexual, or I don't know, me. Let's say if I get older and I don't want to have kids. Even if I like a guy really, or I really like him and everything, and he might not agree with some of my lifestyles or viewpoints, and I'm not honest with him, and then I get married, and then he expects certain things out of me or so, can I really get mad at him? I can really be mad with myself because I wasn't honest in the dating stage. We were dating and hanging out with each other. So now I gotta pay the price. Instead of just being honest with that person, dealing with the rejection and moving on. You know what I mean? People, and this is one of the good ones. Let me check these out. I like checking these out. Every time we make a point to check it out. What is the next one? People bringing fresh trauma baggage from previous relationships to new relationships without fully healing. I think this is definitely one good one right here. Let's say you've been in a traumatic relationship, or you had some experiences, or let's say something happened to your childhood and it affected you as an adult. If you had those kind of issues and stuff like that, I think the last thing you should be really worried about is getting to a new relationship. You know what I mean? Getting therapy, or self-reflecting, or trying to figure out how to deal with it. Or even, like I said, especially like that kind of trauma and all that kind of stuff, if you cannot 100% take it away or, get rid of it, but knowing how to get healthy methods in handling those issues. So in case a situation comes up and you're going through your breakout, or you get triggered, knowing how to deal with them without, responding in a negative or very unhealthy way. You know what I mean? And some people, I think that's a lot of people issues. If they get a relationship and they had some very bad experiences and then they break up, and then the next thing you want to do is jump into a new relationship. You know what I mean? And not knowing that when they're in that new relationship, that can end up actually affecting the other person. They going at the other person and stuff, but really it's not really them that's really making you upset and mad. It's something that you got certain things that's triggering you from your past relationships. But before I get to the next point, we got somebody in the back. Let me play this clip. Nino Nation.
What's good?
Salute. Nothing much. We just in class in section. I see you with the dishes. Look at her having notes. Yeah.
Nah, I was like, you read it wrong. I was like, oh, she got some notes. Oh, like he took time out to take notes, and this is really serious for her.
Yeah, I try to do better with that. You know what I mean? All that good stuff, having notes and everything. We have to risk it. We gotta break things down. But yeah, how you been? How are you?
I'm all right, man. I got off a little early, so seeing you up here doing your thing, I said ain't nobody pull up, so let me go ahead, jump on. I only could do like 2 hours. I got some shit to handle. But,
yeah, I got you. Yeah. Hope your fall season's doing well. I heard yesterday was the first day of fall, so we came at the second day. But yeah, about to fall by.
I thought it was the 21st.
Yeah, it was the
22nd.
It was the 22nd. Yeah.
See, leave it to women. Y'all keep track. The only reason why I care about fall is for football season. That's it.
Hello. She said, "Oh, Mr. Hater's here."
I ain't no hater. She just don't like the truth. That's all. You know, she be giving bad advice. And you know what? I'm gonna use the Notebook to show you how a person's life status doesn't mean they give good advice, right? Because in the movie, The Notebook, it was the mother who was married to a rich man, giving her daughter advice that she should pick the man with the money, not the man she loved. Is that good advice or bad advice?
Are you asking me? Pick the man. It depends. I think that overall, it's not really good advice. But I guess from the mother's perspective. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just you. To you, it's not good advice.
Oh.
You think she should go after the man that she loves?
Yeah, I think she go love. But I think the mom perspective is like for survival. I guess because maybe her mom was poor and struggling, and she understood those issues. So I guess that she said, well, I mean, if you're going to deal with a guy, you know what I mean? At least he got some resources and stuff like that. So you can know for sure you'll be taken care of. But I think that she also, I know the detail of it, but she should also make sure that that guy also has some characteristics that are good. Because if you just deal with a guy that's rich, but he's sorry, or he's not making you feel good, man, that also, because you see a lot of women with rich guys and they still cheating or they still unhappy. So like I said, if the guy that you're in love with, you know, if he has something going on for him and he has some ambition to become a better person, then that's the best to go for. You know what I mean? Because in reality, chances of you find a rich guy, unless you like in certain places to get one, it's kind of far between. You know what I mean? So like, you know, if you can help and you have a nurturing spirit to help him, you know, get where he has to be, that's probably the best chance. But I think there's nuances, because you may love a guy, but if he's not, doing anything, then it's. But I get your point.
You giving a lot, Cam. You giving a lot. Look, I'm just pointing out, right, that mother, you know, she's a married woman. She's a kept woman. She a stay-at-home wife. She, you know, exactly the same things you said about Zyrex, but there she is giving bad advice. Just because a person is married doesn't validate their advice. Good advice is good advice. Doesn't matter who says it, what status they in. You gotta train yourself to know good advice when you hear it. That's the problem, because if you don't know what's good advice, then you subject to get taken advantage of. People could tell you anything, and it sounds good, and they married. You know what I'm saying? He sounds like he's saying some good advice, so I'm gonna follow. And then guess what? You get fucked in the head. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, you go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Yourself. You got it.
No, it's cool. I know. I mean, I've been talking for a long time, but it's cool. You can go ahead.
No, I just, that's what I was saying. As far as I get it, like you kind of do, you know, want to look at it a little bit that way, but not all the way. Because just because they married don't mean they know what they're talking about. To me, I always say this: like, you can help people. Married people can help other married people to a degree. At the end of the day, everybody's marriage is different. You know what I'm saying? So they know how to treat the wife or husband they with. They can't necessarily tell you what to do with your wife, because your wife ain't his wife. You know what I'm saying? Her husband ain't her husband. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. But also, like you were saying before, especially someone is married, because a lot of people be flexing that, oh, they married and stuff, but they be having terrible marriages. You know what I mean? So I guess with that, I think that, you know, if a person have a good marriage and actually is about something, that's also important. You know, that's also to add to what you just said. But like I said, it comes to like the advice, regardless of who it is. Like, if the advice itself is good, you know what I mean? If you can, you know, hear and comprehend, that's also important. But even you can also learn from people what not to do. You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, Cammy,
what's
good for them may not be good for you. You know what I'm saying? What's good to them may not be good to you. Good is subjective. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that would say, remember the Notebook movie, the example I was using? There's some people that would say that mother gave her great advice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's their perspective. That's how they look at it. They look at marriage like a business.
Right.
Love fucks shit up sometimes. Love can betray you too. You can fall in love with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about perspective, Kim. You got to know what's good advice for you. You got to know yourself and listen to the advice that makes sense for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's
I always talk about that. Like, there's a lot of there's a lot of solutions. Like when people talk about, we don't have enough solutions. There's plenty of solutions and advice and stuff that's out there. You know what I mean? It's just up to the person whether they take it or whether how they use it. You know what I mean? So like, there's plenty of good stuff out there. You just gotta know what stuff is good for you particularly. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of apples out there. Just gotta find the right apple. Like for finances, there's plenty of advice on finances and how to manage your money. You just gotta pick which advice that you want that's gonna help you for you. So I definitely agree with you on that point. Let me see what I said. My mom gave horrible advice. She and my dad were together till the day my pops passed. My pops was her only partner. Yeah.
It must run in the family. Her mom get bad advice, and Zyrax get bad advice. Damn, it's just crazy.
Yeah, she comes up here. I'm gonna put that boss music in the background, and you gonna suffer. And T, Purge Maniac. Salute. Hope you doing well. But yeah, man.
But
yeah.
What else you got?
Oh, I just covered this right here. Bringing trauma, baggage from previous relationships, new relationships, and obviously.
Is that easy for you to read?
The color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could change the background color.
No, I wear glasses, so that's why I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? But,
it's cool. I can change it to white background. I have no problem with that. Let me change it.
Oh, if you make it bigger, that's cool too. But it's up to you.
It's cool. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Obviously, the superficial expectations, you know what I mean? All this superficial stuff. For example, go with the woman because he got a big booty. You know what I mean? And because you look a certain way, you not looking at the flaws of what she has, or a woman dealing with a guy because he had a certain status, or even with the dating thing. Like I be seeing all these stories of women not dating a guy because they didn't take her to a 5-star restaurant. And like I said, that's not really the purpose of dating. Dating is the reason why y'all suffering and struggling because, like I said, these superficial expectations. So if y'all going on a nice place, you know what I mean? Don't have to be so expensive. And actually talking to each other, actually figuring out what kind of job this person is doing. To actually figure out, okay, I actually like this guy. Or, okay, I actually like this woman. You know what I mean? And to be honest, look, I can see all these, like, what place... Like, what have you eaten to for the bill to be $300? Like, I don't know, man. Like, that food gotta have food, or I don't know. That's wild, but yeah, that's this one right here. Have you ever had that issue? You deal with dating a woman and she had an issue with a certain place because it's not up to her par, or is it too cheap or whatever?
Nah, I don't deal with chicks like that. Like if they you can always tell those types of chicks, kind of bougie, ghetto, fabulous. They want you to me, and I'm gonna be honest, and I learned this kind of young. You know what I'm saying? If she
appreciate you, Auntie.
If she like you, right? She gonna do what you want to do. She don't care how much it costs. If she like you, she want to be up under you.
Right.
So whatever that is, that's what she be. I never had to really go on dates like that till I knew I wanted her to be more than just somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know her. So if I don't know you, you might look good, but that don't, warrant me kicking out $200 on a date. I put it like this, Cammy. Most of the women that I had real relationships with that I knew fuck with me and I fuck with them, I didn't really take them out on a lot of dates. But all the chicks that I took out on dates, that took to the movies, that I took out to dinner, I was trying to, do the whole date thing like you see in the movies and on TV. None of them chicks last.
I
don't even remember half of them.
Right, man. Yeah, that do make a point. That definitely do make a point, man. Like I said, it's really, if that person really likes you, you know what I mean? Like I said, if that person really likes you and they vibing for you, y'all can literally go to a nature park, sit down, look at the stars, and just talk, have a good time. You know what I mean? And y'all can still vibe and all that good stuff. So you definitely do got a point on that. Like, when I be hearing some of these things, or even like guys talk complain about women not cooking for them and all this kind of stuff, I be thinking to myself, like, do they even like you? Because like, if a woman really likes you and everything, she want to get out her way to, you know, make sure you're okay. Like, if somebody really wants something, they're going to make sure that they keep that thing or try to get it at least. But man, I just think that it's just not compatible.
What if they don't know how to cook? Or they cooking.
Hey, if they really like you, they'll figure out how to cook. They want to figure it out, man. Especially if they know that something. Yeah.
Might be right. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to figure it out, Cammy. Have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's cool if you don't. The girl I talk to now, man, when I first met her like 20-something years ago, way back in the day, she tried to cook for me. That shit wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying?
For the $10. Oh, my bad. Appreciate you.
Now she can cook like shit. So.
That's a fact. Speaking of Auntie, we got her in the back.
What's up, Kim?
Auntie, Purse Master.
What's going on? Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up long. Yeah, usually, if a woman won't cook for you, it's not even that she don't like you. Usually, well, I don't know about that part, but usually it's because she can't cook. She probably won't even eat her own food, so that's why she ain't gonna cook for you. You know, and more often than not, chicks doing you a favor by refusing to cook for you, like for real, and she knows that, because that's one. I don't think that's in a woman's nature to like a dude and let his ass be hungry. You know?
Yeah.
I've had chicks come over to my crib to not just cook for me, but to show me how to cook shit for my damn self. Certain dishes and certain shit like that. You know, just, I don't know, they're just for an excuse to come over or whatever. You know, so yeah. Most women don't have a problem getting in that kitchen. They know what they're doing in that kitchen.
Right. It's just all it comes up to is just at least trying and learning how to do it. You know, you said. But yeah,
ain't that hard. It's just like everything else. Practice makes perfect. If you start cooking every day, you're gonna learn how to do it eventually.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. 2 artifacts. Appreciate you. Let me see what we got over here. Not looking at the dating market from a realistic view, based on where they are, where you are in life, and not what they think they are or should be in their mind. Basically, like for example, somebody got the older woman that probably have a couple kids and everything, and she's out in the dating market, and she expects this, you know, high earning man, you know what I mean, with no kids expected to be with her, you know what I mean, or for example, a guy that's 40 with no job or so, you know what I mean, expecting a dime or something like that, a beautiful woman, you know what I mean, like whatever you are in your life or whatever you expect, what you want, you have to have the sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Having a realistic viewpoint on where you can get, you know what I mean? So if you, like I said, a woman that's older or a woman that has a couple kids and that's the older, you know what I mean? She got to have a realistic expectation of what she can actually get, you know, based on where she at in life. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? So
I do
want something bigger, but what can you actually get? You know what I mean? Or even what you want. If you want to have more kids at an older age and you already got kids and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
I mean, all right, so the superficial thing, I think that's a big problem. Like people kind of narrow that shit down to looks, and it's like, okay, if you're a certain age or you look a certain way, you can't expect people that aren't, you know, around that same age bracket or don't look like that. But I would respectfully disagree because we see women with dudes all of the time, and we're like, what the fuck does she see in him? And then you see it the other way around too. Like, what is he seeing her? Like, she, you know what I'm saying? This don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? You see dudes that be in the best of shape, you know, all of that shit, and they with a chick that ain't necessarily in tip top shape. Like you see it often. So I think if folks just like kind of throw that out the window, I'm not saying throw it out the window altogether because there's got to be some kind of attraction there, but look at the intangibles first. You know, look at the intangibles first, and you be amazed what you end up getting. You know, because you don't necessarily have to be that tall, handsome, built up dude, and you can end up with a ridiculously beautiful woman, but you're gonna have to be able to see past her beauty, past her physical beauty, and y'all will be amazed. You know, because I've noticed that even with, like, you know, physically gorgeous women, they really they don't like that. Most of them don't like that. A dude that just sees them for their physical beauty, it's like they realize that you're shallow, so they see you as less than. If you can't see them for who they actually are, you're so enamored with their damn beauty. They're like, that's all I am is a pretty face. That's it.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I know that shit is tough on a lot of people to see past that, because most people are just kind of wired to be shallow. But that would be my recommendation. You know, focus on the conversation, focus on what's on the inside, because a lot of folks block their blessings.
Yeah, that is for sure true. Look at shout out to Zaza with the question. Should a woman try to conform to a man's like, or should a man like the woman for who she is?
I think both have to conform a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think that to a certain extent, you know, like that's why compromise is a thing, you know what I mean? But it depends, you know what I mean? Like, if there's certain things that you definitely don't want to change, you know what I mean, then you may not want to deal with that person. But there are things that, like, if you really like that person and you're willing to change for them, you know what I mean? Certain things, I don't think that's an issue.
I don't think it's possible to change for somebody. I think it's possible. You can change for yourself, but you can't change for somebody. You can fake it. You can fake it, but that's got a shelf life.
It's always for yourself if you trying to change.
Appreciate you.
Right? Because if she trying to change for you, it's because she want you. So as long as she wants you, you know what I'm saying, she'll keep trying to change. But the day that she, like, you know what, don't want you, you know, get past the honeymoon stage and all that shit, then, you know what I'm saying, that's what, you know, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? The switch up happens. So
every woman is gonna have a day where she don't want your ass, bro. Like, women are fickle.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're used to that guy, like, it's not as fiery or romantic as it once was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it dulls off after a certain period of time. I don't know if you want to say 5 years, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You getting the same pussy, she getting the same dick. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same shit and getting mundane.
Yeah, that's why it's important to like somebody or be with somebody for who they are. You know, like who they are right now. I'm talking about flaws and all. You know, even the things that you don't like, but yet you're willing to tolerate because they're part of this person. You know? Now, granted, if people know that there are certain things that are a pet peeve to you, and this goes for men and women, then yeah, they should be trying to kind of work on that a little bit, just because they don't want to kind of piss you off. But at the end of the day, I think you still got to be like, okay, I still like you the way you are, and I know that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's an issue. I appreciate you trying to work on it, you know, for my sake, but it's cool. Like, you're still cool, you know?
Yeah. Somebody's in the back. Give me a second. Give me a second. Rob!
Hello, Cammy.
Hey. Hope you're doing well. Doing well.
Hello, Nino. Hello, Aunt.
What's going on, Ro?
Cammy, I love when I hear men speaking on how women are. Don't you? I love it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not even going to disagree with either of the gentleman's points. I'm just going to say people sometimes, and this isn't a man or a woman thing,
sometimes people do find outside influences where they are willing to change, because sometimes the inner stuff isn't enough to make them want to change. So if there is a person who would quote unquote be deemed out of someone's league, I think there is a genuineness when a person does try to change to be better to get on that person's level. Some people are really put in your life to kind of influence you to be better, and I think that can be done with a partner. Not saying that Nina or Anna are wrong. Like sometimes there is a fakeness to it, and you can't keep up the mask for that long. But I do believe, I'm an optimist, right? So I do believe that there are people in this world that do change for the better because of their partner. Like, let's say you have a smoker.
Hold on, thought this real second. Somebody's in the back. Give me a second. Shiraz, salute.
Hello, greetings. How are we today?
I'm doing great. We're doing well.
Yes, ma'am. Salute to the panel. I'm not sure who else is on, but salute to all of y'all as well. Hope everyone's good.
Hello, Stress.
What up?
Mm-hmm.
Hey there.
I mean, to
y'all can carry on.
Yeah, I got to drop down in a second, but not to address Rosie. I don't speak in gender specific terms because I don't believe any of these things are gender specific. Usually, the same issues that women have, men have them too. Like it just is.
I was poking fun. Don't be mad at me.
But I would agree with that. Though. Yeah, when people are willing to change, it is for the better. But I don't think it's really possible to genuinely change for someone else.
I get you.
For the better, for the greater good. Because I think you were about to bring up like a smoker. Yeah, that the other person doesn't like smoking, but usually you stop smoking altogether because you know that it's good to stop smoking. If you're just doing it for the other person, you just ain't gonna smoke around them, and you're gonna sneak a drag when when you're not around their ass.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. To the smoker's point, a person can be a catalyst, right? Not necessarily the end all be all of the change, but it can be a catalyst.
Yeah, but I mean, when you quit altogether, you're doing that for yourself. If you're just doing it to make somebody else, feel better, chances are you're not really changing at all. You're just faking it in their presence.
And I get that. I understand that.
But Cammy, thanks for having me up. I may come up later if you're still up. I got a little bit more to the work day, but man, appreciate you. Always a pleasure, Cammy. Rose Nino, salute Nino, and JS Torres in the chat. Peace to y'all.
Bye.
Appreciate you for joining. Appreciate you. And by the way, we got somebody in the back. Jay Will, the Jersey Devil. Salute.
What's good with y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah, Jay Will.
Hello.
Great.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Kenny, I just have to say, this is my first live I get to catch with you, and I love your vibe. You're just such a cutie.
Appreciate you, love. Appreciate you.
I'm ready for these because I be hearing you be showing the girlies and the fellas how to get their AI and all that together. So I'm gonna definitely have to get on those type of lives because I need to learn this.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of AI, especially like around Halloween theme. It's like just the best around time, like all the different themes and all that kind of stuff. So that's definitely going to be fun. But yeah,
you do your masterclass, I'll be there.
Appreciate you. Let me see. I think the last one right here on my list, I don't got many, is people taking things too fast. You know what I mean? Like when you go on a date and stuff like that, y'all should be vetting, vibing. But it's like, for example, people being intimate on a second, third date. You know what I mean? People already living together and stuff like that. All this extra stuff. So like I said, I think that people take things too fast and not really, vetting each other, not really knowing each other and all that kind of good stuff. You know what I mean? Like people are not, like I said, people get married in 6 months and all that stuff. Then they wonder why, and in my opinion, the relationships are failing. Or the relationships are not, not what they want it to be. Because like I said, like vetting is important. You know what I mean? Y'all shouldn't be like I said, be intimate in like in a couple weeks and stuff like that. And especially like we say, oh, if you engage, you know, in intimate activity, you feel like emotional connection with them and stuff like that, or you know, it's a soul ties and stuff. So if that's the case, right? Why are you engaging in these activities with people you barely know in 2 to 3 months, weeks? And then you complain why you're having these emotional, strong connections to somebody, especially if they're toxic and they had these certain characteristics that's not good, and you wondering why you still deeply in love with this person. You know what I mean? So that's my perspective.
So Cammy, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the ideal length of time for a couple to get married? I know it's all like nuance and everything like that, but ideally, like, would you say like a year, 2 years, longer? What do you think?
I think maybe in a month, like maybe a year or 2 years at the minimum. A year to get to know a person for 2 years.
So can I hop in real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna lie, and sorry, gentlemen, I just wanted to hop in real quick. I gotta go back to work too, Cammy, but I will definitely be in the chat. I would say 2 years is a healthy time because, you know, a lot of times we date with our best representative. We kind of showed our best selves. A year and all that, it's not necessarily the best time frame to see how this person is during not only their highs but their lows. And then also to your point, Cammy, a lot of people, we fall in love during the infatuation stage, right? So when we're completely obsessed in the honeymoon stage, if you will, where the love is all highs, and then you haven't really been through anything with this person, so you don't know what their bad days look like and how they react or how you react on the bad days with them. And then lastly, I just also wanted to hit on, because I actually have a video I'm going to drop about sometime either today or tomorrow about love bombing. If the person is a toxic person, they are someone who might also perform in the manipulation tactic of love bombing. And the whole focus of love bombing is how fast everything is done. How quickly can I get this person to fall for me? And then once I pull back, now I got them, hook, line, and sinker.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I will drop down. I'll be in the chat, so gentlemen, sorry to cut in. Love you, Cammy. I'll be back.
Have a good one, love. Stay safe.
You know, this reminds me of the Notebook. It reminds me of the Notebook when the couple.
The Notebook of what?
The movie, The Notebook. When I guess they was about to have sex for the first time or whatever, and while he was doing it, she was talking like, "Oh, what are you thinking about?" Like, just complicated. Because I just pictured this differently. I pictured you thinking or saying or talking. He was kind of like quiet, just trying to get in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And kind of ruined before they could really get into it. You know, saying they got a knock at the door, so she kind of just ruined the moment because she just put so much.
Talking too much.
No, it ain't even just the talking. It's just the reason why she's talking because of the way her mind is moving. You know what I'm saying? She worried. She thinking she had this whole way pictured in her mind. She having these expectations, and the whole time the dude just trying to get it in. And that's the same thing with dating. I'm saying y'all just complicate the fuck out that shit when in reality, a dude that really trying to be there, he just trying to get to know you. You should be trying to get to know him. Take your time and do it right. That's all. Is it trickery and all that shit out here? Sure. But you worrying about that, you know what I'm saying? You gonna cause that shit every time. You're gonna run right into that. So I don't know.
That's a fact.
I ain't no expert in it.
But let's see what Inst said. He said the timetable depends on the age and maturity of the parties involved. For someone it takes 6 years and other it can take 6 months. It's all about the process, not the time frame. That definitely have a point. You can ask me friends a day for years before they ready to move on. Yeah, she was just nervous. But yeah. How about you, J Wills or JS? Do y'all got a time frame?
Oh damn! I didn't know I was on mute. I was saying like twice, like, oh, can I address that last comment? So that he does have that commenter does have a point about the maturity and like the experience and like how well they get to know each other within the time frame doesn't really matter as much.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said it yourself, Cammy, like, there's so many like dynamics where they rush into, engagement and marriage, and then as soon as they rush to get into that, as soon as they do that, then they break up, and then it's like, what was the point of all that? So like, and I don't know if anybody was married or previously married. I'm not one of them, but I hear a lot of married people that were married that are divorced and everything say that, oh, well, we moved too fast, or he or she changed once we got married, and I guess that's a valid point too. To people, people's mindsets change, people's dynamics change, and everything like that once they acquired, the marriage, and people get bored or, get stagnant or whatnot, and that's how most marriage dynamics end. So I guess it's just, the vetting process, like you said, the vetting process has to be vital for the couple to work long term. And you said it yourself too, is like, I'm not going to rush into something if like I know that the person that I'm marrying or the person that I'm, going to be with for a long time, and it is going to take a long time. So we just have to, our vetting processes has to be better as a unit, as a whole, as a collective, before we even like think about, committing to someone long term like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, vetting, getting to know the person, really knowing, having good, reading character. You know what I mean? Like I said, like what Rogue was saying. You know what I mean? 1 or 2 years. So like I said, unfortunately, we got people out here, like I said previously, that people are not honest. You know what I mean? They lie, or they not being honest with you, or they having a fake facade. You know what I mean? And fakers, they can't fake for but so long. You know what I mean? So like I said, having like I said, the timeline, like 1 or 2 years, really knowing each other, really, being around each other. You know what I mean? Really experiencing each other, making sure they all actually like each other. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. I think that's very important. You know what I mean? Learning that person. You know what I mean? So I think that's very important and stuff like that. And like Nino said, I think that we kind of complicate dating. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's why I call it a lost art, because like, you know what I mean? Like it's one of the most simple things. Man, woman interacting with each other and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy, you know what I mean? Because like people are complex, you know what I mean? So it's gonna take some time. But like I said, just like
got my hand raised. I got questions, right? So are you saying that a year should be the minimum time or the maximum time?
The minimum, 1 or 2 years.
What's the maximum?
I think the maximum it should be to get married. I think maybe 5 years or so. But then again, like I said, that is a long time.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're saying it's a year or two before you get into a relationship?
No, I said for like marriage.
No, I'm asking like how long should before they get into a relationship with each other?
Maybe like a month or two. You know what I mean? Like really, you know what I mean? A month or two.
Well, that's all nuance, right? And it all depends on circumstances. It all depends on also like age of the, because you're not gonna tell like 50, 60-year-old people to wait, 5 or so years to try to get married, because I mean, shit, they're already old enough. So it's that's a very nuance-based question. And I knew when I asked it initially about the how long should it take, like it all varies. It's all nuanced, right? So like ideally, I would say around the year mark, you should be able to vet the person enough to be like, okay, I want to commit, at least a commitment. Not necessarily like a marriage ceremony or papers or nothing like that, but just a full on commitment. Because after that, then like what are we doing?
So how long should you know this person before y'all engage in sex?
Again, nuance. Like depends on the people involved and the connections and everything that goes along about it. Consensual, of course. I mean, it could, people have sex on the first date, first meetup. People have sex, after date 4, date 5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just depending on how y'all want y'all dynamic to be ran. For the both of y'all.
I'm really kind of more the traditional thing, the marriage thing. But if y'all really, I say at least 6 months or something. I don't know, like I said, man. I know that when y'all have that form of intimacy, especially if there's emotions involved, that could change how people, act and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So really trust this person. And at least, like I said, 6 months. Especially not doing a non-traditional part. But before I get to that, shout out to Player One, man, Rizzle baby or whatever. Appreciate you the support and donation. Appreciate
the donations. She's spending more money so I can get more candy.
You know it's hard out here for when he tryna get this money for the print. For the Cadillac, that's what he spend. There's a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
I'm gonna read some of these comments in the chat. Let me see. I think time has to matter for women because we got a biological clock. We gotta keep in mind all that time. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know what I mean? Especially for a woman. You know what I mean? You don't want to take too many years dealing with a guy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you plan on marrying him. You know what I mean? You may, like I said, you don't may have to be like exact, direct per se, but you can, make hints like, hey, babe, how you feel about marriage? You know what I mean? Put it in his head and okay. She actually want to get married. Okay, she actually is interested in marriage and stuff like that. But also you still as a woman making sure that you move kind of in a white vibe. You know what I mean? Moving in a way that he can see, say, okay, she actually interested in marriage, but she also, she moving as a wife. She's, doing good things. But if you out here, just, not just being friends with benefits, you're not really, showing that you actually trying to be on that kind of vibe too. So you can say things, but if you're not acting as if you try to be a wife or you're not acting if you're trying to be a husband, then you know what I mean. You can still make a signal. So making sure that you also are doing what you're saying too. She said the mask can come off eventually, and she also said being a whole person individually, you both come together helps cut out the need of codependency. Appreciate you, Nino Nation, with the one gifted membership. Appreciate you.
Appreciate the donations. She's spending more money so I can get more candy.
Skip Joan, the first time seeing you here, but appreciate you. Okay, anybody want to add anything?
No, I was just sitting here thinking. And I forgot what I was thinking about. So we can move.
Damn. Had to do with
What'd you say? But I was talking about should it be? I mean, I heard what dude said because he's like if they older, but I think you know what I'm saying. If you're just talking about regular people like that's really in the dating market, you know what I'm saying, certain age, you know what I'm saying. It's got to be a time limit because if your goal is to get married, you can't waste 10 years on somebody. You know what I'm saying that probably never gonna marry you. So
right.
If you don't want to have a limit, that's fine. You know what I'm saying, but I could see a lot of people having a limit.
Right. Like especially women, you know what I mean? So like if you're not interested in marriage, there are people out here that don't care about marriage, then hey, that's not an issue for you. Some people like long term. But if you're one of those people that want to get married and that's something that you are big on, then you definitely gotta make sure you have a time limit, you know what I mean? To make sure they know like she said when it comes to sex, make the guy wait a year. Yeah, I say 6 months or a year at least.
Wow.
Negative. I'm sorry. A year? A year. Are we serious right now?
I mean, what,
Now I can understand if we're like long distance. If it's like a long distance thing, because like I'm currently am talking to someone that I'm in Florida and she lives in North Carolina, and so like I could understand, like, you know, with our schedules and stuff, like we're not able to travel to see each other, like maybe once every couple of months or so is what the forecast is right now. But I can see, like, okay, like if you're not seeing each other on a consistent basis, then yes, it could, you know, naturally it'll be longer. But if you're like in the same town and y'all see each other often, you want me to wait a year for your ass? No, ma'am, I would not.
How else she want to make sure that you're on you're actually are if she actually try to take you seriously, you're not just gonna leave her after you get some or something like that. You know what I mean? Like some people actually wait till they get married. So a year, that's
well, that goes with the vetting, right? You vet that person, and you know, you have those hard conversations about that, and the trust. Like if you trust in the fact that, like,
hello?
You cut off.
Oh, you cut off.
And to the ladies, don't give it up. You know, when you're ready, because obviously y'all hold that key access. So I would just say, you know, use your best discernment, you know, and vet that person. And if you feel as though he's not the type to hit it and quit it after the first, you know, go around, then, you know, you got yourself a potential. But if your discernment is not the best, and if dudes are hitting it, quitting it consistently, then you might be the common denominator. Like your vetting process is whack.
Yeah. Rose, she said, if you fill that time with other acts of intimacy and getting to know each other, the physical will be 1,000 better, 1,000 times better, 1,000% better. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? There's plenty of different forms of intimacy about the physical. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? If y'all interact with each other and stuff, and then when, like she said, when it gets to that point, y'all have a great time. You know? So that's
that doesn't always hold true.
The thing is, Cammy, like I see where you're coming from, right? Because in my opinion, a woman that's in your position, right, you can put as much time that you want on that joint. You know what I'm saying? As much time as you want on that joint, because it's precious. But to a chick that been giving it up after a month or two, now all of a sudden she want to wait a year. I don't think I'm waiting for that. You ain't make these other niggas wait. Why I got to wait?
Okay. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, that's my point. Good.
How she says that I'm a changed woman. I'm a born again. You know, I'm trying to be better, and you know, and you have my heart, and I'm trying to be a better woman. I'm not.
That sounds like
I hear the argument, Cammy. You know what I got to say? That's fine. You know, I respect the change. I personally, I'm not looking for a woman that used to be rolling back in the day and now she changed. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just had a woman that wasn't rolling. If I got to wait, I'm gonna wait on that chick. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to. Nah, I'm good. It don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? I guess I came at the wrong time. I missed out. You know what I'm saying? I came when you changed.
Somebody's in the back. You know what I'm saying, man? You gotta be going.
My question, right? She has every right to put a time, whatever she want on that box. I have every right to accept it or not. Why are you trying to, like, gaslight me into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying you can, but I just that whole argument. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
I can do it. Yeah, you can. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue a chick out of what time she would have put on it, but I don't have to wait on it.
Right.
No.
Yeah, somebody's in the back. Somebody's in the back. Broken Berlin. Salute.
How you doing? How you doing? How you guys doing on the panel?
Well,
What's going on, man?
My question is, if marriage is not your goal, and let's say even if you're already done having children, then should we be dating to be married? I really don't think so. I think after you hit a certain age, you can just be dating for enjoying the other person's company, and that's really all it needs to be. I think for people in your age bracket, maybe your goal is marriage and you're trying to find a lot. Then I think dating is different, and you need to kind of approach dating differently. But I think once you get to my age, especially if even if you're a woman, if you have kids and you're kind of done having kids, I think we need to start approaching dating differently and not have all these weird expectations of what the other person is. Does that make sense? Like I'm 43. I've already made half. I'm not getting married. I'm 43. I've already had my children. So I don't see the point of dating for marriage. If anything, that's only going to take away from the nest egg I already have built for my children.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. How y'all guys feel about that, Nino, Jay Wills, or Therese?
I don't see nothing wrong with that. As long as the woman that you're talking to is down with that, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, that's why I do. If I wanted more kids, then maybe I would be dating younger women. But if I'm dating women in my age bracket, like they on their last egg, like so. Let's just keep it 100. So she shouldn't even be asking me all these dating questions that I got in my 20s. You know, like it's like your money on whatever you got, your nest egg for your kids. I don't want no part of that. So you shouldn't want any part of my nest egg for my kids. So that's why I would say marriage is off the table, because if a divorce happens, then all of a sudden she's dipping into my kids' nest egg that I have set up for them. I would never do that to her.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that perspective. You know what I mean? Like I said, if y'all both agree on that kind of time and stuff like that, and I know that people get older, you know what I mean, that the idea of marriage may, be different for them. So like I said, if y'all both agree to it, then I don't. Had you ever been married before?
No, I don't believe in marriage. I'm not a Christian, and I wasn't raised with a husband in the house. So the same way that men say if a woman wasn't raised to be with a wife in the house, then she doesn't know how to be a wife. I say the same thing for men. If you weren't raised with a husband in the house and your father in the house and seen that and seen the day-to-day of how that works and how to micromanage the emotions, and if you haven't witnessed that, then don't put yourself on the line to do that the proper way and then having the consequences. I'm not a Christian, and I didn't grow up to be a husband. Logically speaking, I don't want to take the responsibilities of being a husband and then not doing them correctly and then being penalized for that.
But do you think they can still learn? Like even if they haven't had that experience as a kid or grew up around that,
who's supposed to teach me? My wife?
You can.
She's the ultimate judge if I was a good husband or not. And if she says I'm not a good husband, then she'll divorce me. So who's going to teach me how to be a husband?
I mean, there's plenty of things. Like I said, self-reflection, or like talk to like different married people. You know what I mean? Or you can, even though you may not have had that experience, you can observe. You know what I mean? See how how in the interactions are, or even like when you're dating. You know what I mean? You may not be married, but while you're dating that person, you interact with each other. You have an idea of how you behave, as a partner and stuff like that. And
I would do that. I would do that if there was no penalty of divorce. If divorce was a simple, okay, it didn't work out, you go your way, I go my way, I would probably do it. But me failing to do this the right way, it jeopardizes me. It jeopardizes my children. So I don't think it's smart to even put myself on the chopping block of that.
He basically saying the risk ain't worth the reward, because he'll have to learn through trial and error.
Right. And if I
Yeah,
didn't have
man.
kids, if I was getting kids out of this, then I would feel differently, maybe, you know. But I have my 2 children already. I have a boy and a girl, 6 and 8. So I'm pretty good. I'm good. You know, I don't think that yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad deal. Like I said, like I've been saying, I did a show called that.
Let me ask you, do you have females, like you have older aunties, right, who are probably already done with their having kids, like maybe 40 or 35?
Mm-hmm.
Do they still want to be married?
Some. I never really asked them, but I mean they're dating.
I know we're always dating. People be dating, but I mean that's the thing. Are you dating with the intention to be married, or if you're just dating just to enjoy good energies and good conversations, and of course you're being maybe faithful and being monogamous, but as far as the marriage part, I think some women, if they already have their kids and they're already getting their child support, they're already getting their alimony. A lot of women who have gotten a divorce don't want to marry again anyway, because that'll fuck up the money they're getting. So there's a lot of women who've had that. So it's like, I think men like myself need to find women like that who are like, hey, we don't need to be married, but we can try to grow old together. Let's try to have that as a goal.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, you know what I mean? If they don't have an issue with that, and like I said, it depends on, what they want. And if that's not what kind of time they want, like I said before, you know what I mean? Not everybody wants to get married. Some people want, to still have a long, term relationship, and that can work out too. You know what I mean? I guess some people want to get married because it's more of a security thing. You know what I mean? And and it's on paper and stuff like that. And there are some benefits, from being married, but overall, there are people out there that's not married, and they have.
I do think most women who got divorced are already kind of. Like, I think most women who have gotten divorced, especially if the husband was a good earner, don't want to get married again anyway, because it's not like you can double up. It's not like you still kind of maybe helping out in the house and shit. But as far as, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's too logical for me, or too logical for them to understand that.
Do you think that, in your opinion, you think that there's no woman that could like maybe convince you, like maybe you going out and there's a woman you like, I really really like this woman, I might want to put it in paper, you know what I mean, for the security part? Or you think that you 100% made up your mind?
There's no such thing as security. It's different because I'm in Germany, so there might be a woman that I meet, because if I marry a woman here in Germany, she gets, and her children get, a way more benefits than if I married in America. If I married an American woman, her kids go to school for free up until college, hospital and all that stuff is free. So I actually have the benefits. So if I got married, I wouldn't get married in America, that's for sure. But if I really fell in love with an American woman and I wanted her to come here, then maybe I would marry her, because there's no fuck over in the divorce over here in the Germany system. If it's when you go away, I go away. It's pretty easy. My kid's nest egg wouldn't be affected. But if I got married to her in America, then my kid's nest egg is definitely going to be affected if a divorce happens.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes and no. I mean, I would agree with what you said the first time. Broke in Berlin. There's no security in marriage. That's an illusion. that is an illusion. There isn't any damn security. I've been married twice, divorced twice, and ain't nobody getting nothing in no damn divorce settlement. Like, nobody got anything. So it's. I mean, I get it. There can be spousal support and alimony, but for the most part, now you could tell me more about what's going on in Germany. But for the most part, in the United States, everybody's working. Everybody's working. So,
well, I'm retired at 43. I sold my bar before the pandemic, so I have a nice nest egg for myself and my kids. So I can exist for the rest of my life from that.
But even if, like, when people say, "Oh, well, I need to get married for some security," like, why would anybody marry somebody else? And that's not even a gender specific thing. If the only reason why they're doing it is so that the other person is like can get something if this fails. Like you're already planning on everything to fail, so we might as well not do it in the first place. So there's no security, and women are getting cleaned out just as much as men these days. Like for real. Well, maybe not just as much as men, but they are getting cleaned out too. Well, not just as much as men, because the wealth and income gap is still what it is. But women that actually got means are getting banged, bro. They're getting banged for 50-50 custody agreements, and they still getting banged for child support. They're getting hit with alimony. They're getting hit with spousal support and all of that shit too. So anybody,
damn, that's like less than 10%, man.
Well, I mean, that's the way it's going to be, because when it comes to divorce court and stuff like that, I've been through it. They don't give a damn what your damn gender is, bro. They look at your income statements. They look at your income statements, your assets, and you divvy that shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
think you got lucky, or maybe you're in the right state. In most cases, it does matter which gender you are.
No, there's no state that's going to say because you're the man you have to pay more. It's going to be
California, sir. California.
That's a numbers game, just the same too. Okay. No, they're breaking down numbers, bro. If she's making more money than you are, you know what I'm saying? If she's making more money than you are, and she's the first name on the deed and title to that damn property and all of that other stuff, you about to clean her ass out. That's what it is. You go get with Kim Kardashian in California, and bet you don't come the hell up, bro. I mean, it is what it is. You are going to come up. You go get with Oprah or some shit, bro. You got to come up, man.
That's kind of an extreme, but in most cases, actually, even when men could have the option to come up, most men don't take that option. Most men just kind of like, they just want to have.
Yeah, even in your case, right? Even in your case, where you have a decent nest egg, you know what I'm saying? You're retired, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and you get with some hotshot lawyer, even in California, though. Some hotshot, you know what I'm saying? Big time attorney in California that's bringing in $1.5 million, $2 million a year, $3 million a year, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You about to come up, bro.
I don't. I wouldn't want to come up. I wouldn't want to come up after the.
You about to come up.
Come up with what? So if a divorce happens, then I get to clean her. That's not my goal.
I know that's not your goal, but I'm just saying, if you did choose to take it to court like that, trust me, they're about to break you off, bro, because she's responsible for because California. You mentioned that. That's a big deal as far as like they're one of the states that's still giving out alimony along with spousal support and everything else. So she's got to maintain that damn lifestyle that you were privy to when you were in the marriage. That's the way it is, bro. It's almost like child support for the spouse. Like. But I can also deny it. Got to make up the difference. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You've obviously never gone through divorce proceedings.
No, I don't. I said earlier I don't believe in marriage. I'm not a Christian.
That's all up to you.
So I wouldn't even put myself or even expect a woman to put. Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense to me. Even if I married some hotshot lawyer, right, and then we broke up, and it's like, oh, you could clean her out. I wouldn't do it. My alchemy would be it'd just be against my religion in every way to clean her out.
No, you can go right into the mediation and everything and say, I don't want anything, and that's it. Everything will be done. Y'all will sign, and that's it, man. Dissolution of marriage, bro. Done, over with. But if you demand something, your lawyer about to get it. That's all I'm saying.
It just makes more sense not to get married in the first place. Because I gotta hope that the woman feels the exact same way when there is money on the table, and she's like, you know what? I don't think that many women would feel the way that I feel about the breakup and just say, hey, we go our separate ways. I think if there's money on the table, most women, when they're angry, especially if I fucked up, if I did the wrong thing, let's say I cheated, then I think a lot of those things might end up revert. So like, you know what? Let me take his shit. I think it's all love and fair until the breakup happens. And when the breakup happens, that's when people kind of turn damn near evil. So I just think getting married and then putting yourself on the chopping block for that, it's just the truth. I've seen it over and over and over again as a career bartender. When the breakup happens, people's hurt, and they can other through the government, and it's just not morally right, I think. So I say don't even put myself in that position. especially if I haven't grown up to see a good husband. And the woman is judging me and saying, if you don't do these things, you didn't do this right, I'm going to divorce. And I'm like, okay, divorce, fine. But now I have to deal with now she's my judge. She's my executioner. That's not a power. That's not a dynamic of masculine and femininity. That's a different dynamic.
I get what you're saying, but
I was gonna ask Cammy, like, okay, because dating and marriage are two different things. Like, they're just totally damn. I mean, they're totally different. I know some people that are married, they'll be like, look, man, marriage is like a lifetime long date. I would respectfully disagree. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dating, there's a lot of excitement and surprise and wow and stuff like that. Marriage is a bunch of boring ass monotony, and that's kind of what it is. Like, you know, just like Berlin was saying earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, that you talking about growing old with somebody. Like, you got to look at, you're not courting somebody anymore, you know, to be chosen to the end. Like, you've already looked at this person and said, look, you're the last one. So I think this is why a lot of relationships and even marriages fail. People can't just ask themselves that question before they get together. It's like, look, is this the last one? If the answer is no, or the answer is I don't know, just accept that you ain't in no long-term relationship. I'm just saying, if you can't like look at that other person and be like, yeah, this is the last one. Like, y'all both got to look at each other and know that.
And not say like, oh, this is the last one, but no, be happy it's the last one, you know?
Yeah, for real. That's what I said. I'm like, if you got
fine, this is the last one.
When I be like, look, man, think about it like this: you're breaking. I can only speak from a man's perspective with this, though. But imagine breaking into a prison. Okay, you're breaking into a prison, not breaking out, or you're breaking into one. Like, this is the last damn bed you're gonna sleep in. This is the last damn blanket you're ever gonna have. And this is the last damn outfit you're gonna wear. Like, I'm pretty sure if you had to pick the last outfit you're ever gonna wear and the last bed you're ever gonna sleep in, you're gonna make sure that bed is damn comfortable and that outfit goes with all of your damn shoes and all of your damn hats and all of that, and it's comfortable as hell, right? You know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the way those long-term relationships have to be. You got to know that, yo, this right here, this is the last one. So I got to make sure that I'm prepared. Like, this is good for every type of weather. You know what I'm saying? Good weather, bad weather, you know, all of that, all types of terrain, everything. Like, this is literally the last damn car I'm gonna drive. This is the last damn couch I'm gonna sit on. You know? And I don't think people really take that into consideration when they get married.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to look at it, because you don't want to ask a woman what kind of man she wants to marry. You want to ask a woman what kind of man can she see herself growing old with. And those will be two different men a lot of times. And that's why it's important to ask. And that's even ask men the same thing. Like, what kind of humor does the woman, because if the goal is to grow old together, then you want to find someone that can probably tell a story from point A to point B pretty quickly in a humorous manner. That's a skill. You know, a woman that's kind of a natural comedian. I think we need to start looking for those kind of attributes versus the woman that's got the fat ass. The woman that's like, because that doesn't matter if the goal is growing old together. You know what I mean? That's
short term. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, death do us part is a long damn time, man.
Man, ain't it though?
I don't think people realize that. It's like, yeah, we can get married, but as soon as you get on my nerves, I'm done. Like, that's not really what marriage is about.
People give up too quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Or I wouldn't even say that. I think a lot of times that happens because people don't give up quick enough. I mean, I would agree with what you said though, Cammy. Yeah, people do give up too quick, but in most cases they didn't give up quick enough. Like, it shouldn't even have got to the marriage point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think there should be a thing in America, like, you only get like one marriage. Like, could you imagine if you're only allowed to get married one time, and if you got a divorce, then that was it?
Well, yeah,
I think that would be a benefit for society. I think that would actually be better. You don't think so?
I I mean, I would go a step further. I would say if you impose criminal charges or some kind of legal ramifications, maybe even criminal charges for adultery, that might change a little bit.
Criminal charges for adultery. Would that include emotional cheating?
Nah.
No,
Just physical cheating. Just physical cheating.
Yeah, I mean, but just like any other criminal charge, you gotta be able to prove it in the court of law, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, some prenuptial agreements say if there's any like adultery involved or whatever, such and such is entitled to nothing. You know, like you know, if you commit adultery, you get nothing. You know, that'll be in the pre, but you still got to be able to prove it in court. You know,
right?
I remember a while back, I was a woman.
That actually used to be how it used to be. I think.
She was staying across the street.
Is how it used to be.
She knew her husband was cheating, and she didn't want to divorce him yet because, of course, they had a prenuptial and everything else. So she just needed proof of it, but she knew that he was coming home. You know what I'm saying? He was coming home in the middle of the day with the mistress and shit. So this chick paid me. This is back when I was a teenager. She paid me to take pictures in the middle of the daytime. Paid me to take pictures of it because she knew she needed that proof in court.
How much did you?
What she give me? $300 to scope it out for the summer.
Damn, you were cheap.
Bro, I ain't no problem. I was 16 years old, bro. Home all day anyway.
Yeah, man. That's wild.
Is your mother married?
Cameras in the house and everything else.
Miss.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, they're married.
Okay, what about your aunties who are like almost in their 50s?
Yeah, some of them are married. Yeah.
Okay, but you do have some that aren't married, right?
Yeah, whether divorced or.
Do they want to be married again after their divorce? Or are they kind of like we just chilling?
I think they're just chilling. They're just chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do they have enough to live the rest of their life with like, or do they kind of need, like in your opinion, do you think they need to kind of get a husband, or are they good?
Like you talking like financially or just like in general, like
financially, emotionally? Do they have a smoke detector beeping? Like they need a man in the house? Like, do you think they actually need a husband?
I think so. I think they need some self reflection and get better as a person. But I think they do. Because
like I would say the same thing about my mom and my sister. I would say my mom needs a husband, but she just can't get one because her temper, and she's almost 70 something. So it's like a lot of the issues and stress that they have. I'm like, damn, mom, if you had gotten a husband when you were younger, this shit would be taken care of,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Like I said. Let's see. So we got right here. I'm finished on my notes basically, but we got some Instagram roulette right here. On here. Let me see. Speaking of, I never understood like the idea of like, you know what I mean, like you know how like
smash?
Yeah, I've never understood that. It's like
I don't either.
That's I think that's toxic. Like especially like if the bride says she don't want that because like the makeup and stuff. And if you do that anyway, especially like you pouring it all on her face, like I wouldn't be mad if she wanted to divorce him right there. Like I'm sorry. It's like it's just a level. Like if we both agree to it, okay. But like sometimes it's like when they do it all on their faces and stuff like that, it's just a level of disrespect. It's like you're trying to embarrass me.
It's all about what she wants. With like the wedding day, you got that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look all pretty for the reception and then on the way out for the honeymoon and all of that other stuff, yeah, you don't need that. That's all on what she wants. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care. you fuck up the tux. I don't give a fuck. Like what? Okay, because I don't care. Like that wedding and stuff. That's for her and that's for the family. That's mainly for her. That's her day, and that's for the family. They do that. I just show up. Fuck it. Yeah.
Man.
Real. My job is just to hang a tux.
You could literally just be a mannequin. You could literally.
That's all I am.
Damn, bro. You don't think of me? I think men, we need to have our own wedding day. Like the women have their wedding day, but I think we should have our own separate one where we get to do. No, I ain't talking about no bachelor party. I'm talking about we get our own wedding day where we get to do whatever the hell we want and do it like and show up in sweats and with jerseys and.
Oh my god, that's not a wedding day. Oh my god!
I'm gonna tell you what that's called.
Somebody step back. Give me a second. Salute, facts.
Hey, Cammy. Salute to the Riz Academy. What's up?
Appreciate you. Be doing well.
But now, real quick, bro. You know what you call that? What you just mentioned?
You kind of glitching though, Ant. Maybe you want to come out and come back in. Yeah, you've been. Or have you guys been hearing him glitching the whole time?
That might be you, bro.
You sound straight to me.
I'm on my Ethernet home, boy. For real. Nah, sometimes it happens. But you call that a Sunday. That's a Sunday, bro. You wear damn sweats and you do what the hell you want and watch football and fire up the grill if you want to and knock back a few, but you call that a damn Sunday, man.
No, I want to have like Tekken being played and like I want a whole family ordeal, but I get to like the girl gets to do all the things that make the family do shit that they really don't want to do, and I want to have the same kind of power for one day where I'm making grandma play Tekken and like yeah, I want shit. Everyone takes mushrooms, like fuck it, have a mushroom wedding cake. Yeah.
You wildin', bro.
Hey, it's my wedding day.
Yo, grandma on shrooms is crazy, bro.
Hey, yes.
You should marry a chick who with that type of shit.
Oh my God.
I don't see why, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was about to get married, I was like, she was trying to make it all hers, but I was like, shit, this is my day too, man. There's gonna be some shit I want up in this shit.
Right, like I
need your
wedding
Twitch.
is supposed to be for both people. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, my
You heard me,
family. He said something.
What you say?
Yeah, I need your Twitch link.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
What is a dating question that you guys all ask to kind of like figure out? Like, is there like one question that's like you're to go move when you have like a second or a third date where it's like one that you always kind of ask to kind of figure some shit out if she's worth dealing with?
Nah.
Nah. Look, I mean, I work things out like in the date. So, like, I know when y'all was mentioning the cooking earlier, I like the cooking date. Usually somewhere between the first and third date, that's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get together and we're gonna cook something. So, I get to see a lot of your habits. I get to see if you clean up as you go along, or you just make a mess in the damn kitchen and then you try to clean all that shit up afterwards. That shows me a lot about somebody, because chances are somebody that'll just try to clean everything up afterwards is likely to leave a messy kitchen very often. But just little things like that, you get to see people's habits and shit. So those are some of the things that I look at.
Oh, okay. That's good. Oh, you said dating questions.
But I would also think that. Go ahead, Cammy. My bad.
Oh, go ahead. I'm doing stuff.
No, I would say that that most people just need to accept, like, when you're dating, most people are not gonna qualify for a long-term relationship. Like, most people aren't going to. I think too many folks be trying to fit square pegs in the round holes. Most people are not a good fit for you forever. Like, they're just not, and that's okay.
I agree with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a fact.
Doesn't mean that they bad people. Doesn't mean that there's something wrong with them. It just means that they might not be good for you, or
It's
might
not
not be good for
compatible.
you right now. Yeah, or whatever. Might just be good for you for now. Like for real, you might. Some people are good to date for a few months or whatever, just casually or whatever. But it doesn't mean that you just totally just spill the. I'm a fan of rotational dating while you're actually dating. Like especially if you're dating for a real purpose. You know, if you haven't found that one, then you shouldn't just be dating one. You know, you should be talking to multiple
Have a
women, and
roster.
women should be talking to multiple dudes. I'm not saying you should be screwing everybody, because that's not healthy. That's not smart.
Yeah.
But you need something to compare it to. So, you know, if you marriage minded or whatever, if you're marriage minded, you know what I'm saying, you lay them cards face up on the table, let somebody know. But also, you know, you'll know if somebody else is on the same wavelength as you. But you're never gonna know if they're the only person that you're dealing with, because you're not gonna have anything to compare it to. You know, this is why people get into messed up relationships, because they try to force somebody that doesn't want a long term relationship into all of a sudden wanting one.
Right.
And then they get surprised.
Oh, by the way, that's my Twitch right there. My Twitch link.
I'm on it. I just followed you.
Oh, appreciate you. But yeah, man. Let me see what else do we got over here. What y'all gotta feel about this video right here? I don't know if y'all seen it or not. Let me right here.
Picture, but it's not. What is it?
For my upkeep to be having.
Oh yeah, I didn't. It was a click, so we got this.
I pay too much money for my upkeep to be having free conversations. I had somebody reach out to me. They have been reaching out to me in my DMs, and I was kind of ignoring it, just leaving them on red because I'm not interested. And today they consistently message me, and so I said, okay, I'll answer. This morning I had a shampoo appointment. And so I answered, and they were like, am I disturbing you? And I said, I don't converse with men that I don't know. And they said, well, let's change that. And I said, well, I'm actually on the way to go get my hair done. You gonna contribute to that? They sent a long paragraph asking me to explain why they should do that. And they said, now they understand the kind of woman that I am, on and on and on. And I said, no problem. No worries. Have a good day. I feel like this. I keep my nails done, keep my toes done. So nails, toes every month. I get my hair done every month. This is the luxury style. I keep my hair up, right? So getting my hair done every month. Nails, toes, hair. I own my home. I got an acre of land. I have to get my grass cut. I get my yard work done by myself. All of that is covered by myself. I have a nice body. I get that done in the gym. I have a gym membership. I clothe my nice body with nice clothes. And so I have to go shopping, and I wear makeup, which I enjoy. And in the comments, I don't care what you got to say about makeup, but I also spend money on that. And so to keep this up, I also eat on a meal plan that I have created. And so for that meal plan, I have to go grocery shopping to eat off of the meal plan that I have created. And so all of this takes money. It takes money to upkeep this. And so why am I having free conversations? And it is okay. It is okay if you don't feel the way that I feel and you are having free conversations. But I think about this, especially if you're messaging me when I'm on the way to an appointment where I'm about to spend hundreds of dollars to get my hair washed, and I'm continuing to have this appointment where I'm spending hundreds of dollars on myself, and you're interested in me? No, I don't have free conversations. And I implore you, if you are a woman who takes great care of herself and does great things for herself and keeps herself up, think about whether you're having free conversations. I treat my phone like it still has minutes and you're not using mine up. That's it. Love you. Bye. I pay too much.
How y'all guys feel about that?
Nobody paying to talk to her. You see how she felt? I'm gonna have to pay for that. She's doing me a favor. I'm not paying for nothing.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Nino on that. The proof is in the pudding right here. That's why she got to put out a public damn internet post asking somebody to pay for her damn hair and everything else, because she currently doesn't have somebody paying for it. If you had a man, you wouldn't have to be asking random motherfuckers on the internet to do it for you. So the proof is in the pudding right here. You know, and people like that wonder why their ass is alone.
That guy who was messaging her is better than me, because the moment she would have asked, I wouldn't even responded, bro. Like, why you? I wouldn't even wrote no long paragraphs explaining nothing, bro. Like, fuck out, fuck out.
Don't get me wrong, bro.
Get out of here.
They will. I would have responded, bro. I would have responded because people like that are fun, bro. People like that are fun. All right. So this is even the case when you're dealing with like people that scam and shit like that. Like some people can get over. Yeah, some people can get over on the gullible and just the stupid, but most scams, the ones that are most susceptible to them are the greedy. So somebody like her, you get whatever the hell you want out of her before she gets a damn thing out of you. Trust me. She's an idiot. she's an idiot. She thinks she's coming up and shit, bro.
Is I don't like playing games. I don't like wasting time, bro. That's just me.
She'll give you everything that you want in hopes of you getting her damn hair done. For real. She'll give you everything that you want plus more. That's the chick that'll be barefoot cooking in your damn kitchen and everything else because you promised her some shit that you ain't never gonna give her. I would have a blast with her and wouldn't have to give her a damn thing.
The thing is, the guy she want ain't gonna have to pay her to talk. She'll be trying to talk to him for free.
Well, the guy she want wouldn't give her the time of day.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why she got an attitude. Because the guys that's coming at her are guys she don't want to talk to. That's why she like, I need to charge these motherfuckers to talk to them. I don't even want to talk to them to begin with. But that guy she want to talk to ain't interested. She ain't gonna charge him shit. Shame on the nigga that's paying to talk to this chick. Good Lord, that's like paying for punishment.
Whoever did her hair, they need to get fired. Like, yo, I'm looking at her hair.
And she paid to get
Yo, it's like she's bald and she put a freaking wig over her head, but it couldn't cover her whole head. And it's just there, sitting on there. Oh my goodness, bro. That's one reason, man. Like, when did we get to a day where this was a thing? Pay to talk to me. What?
Pay to play.
Man, please, bro. That's wild. That's wild right here. Let's we got 1 minute.
All right, I'm about to don't pay for this, so we can just go to my house and watch a movie or something. That's cool.
Your house?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a scare or not, but he wants this girl to come to his home to watch a movie on a first date.
Didn't expect to go to your house.
What did you expect?
I mean, it's our first date.
So what? I mean, we came to eat on our first date. I'm paying for the meal on our first date. What's the difference? Don't be like that now.
I don't think I feel comfortable coming to your house.
What you mean? Like, what are you talking about? You got me paying for this. The meal was like $30. Like,
that's it. That's not a lot.
Coming to my house not a lot. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is you doing?
It's like, just our first date. I don't feel safe coming to your house.
What you feel safe coming to eat and let me pay for? You feel safe for me to spend my money?
If this is real, man, it's just the level of entitlement. It's like
this is a skit. This is a skit. This is not real. That's not real.
Yeah, it's definitely the acting is terrible on that, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her if she thought that was real because I'm sitting there watching like, you get this shit out of here. Oh, shit did not go down like that, Cam.
But I said, let's just say for shits and giggles, it was real. The fact that he pressing the issue was crazy, bro.
Yeah. Pressing the issue is one thing. I mean, if it was real, I mean, I like the whole, this whole meal is $30. I don't know where the hell you done took somebody out to eat for $30 total, and you over here consuming alcohol. I don't even know where that is. But straight up, as soon as she would have told me something like that's not even a lot, I'm like, cool, then you can cover it. Yo, check please.
Yeah.
Like, check please. She's gonna cover it. You said it's not a lot.
Mm-hmm. William Graves asks, "Is woman or man comes to ask first for dating?" Like you saying, like who should ask who for the first date? I think, to be honest, I think it depends, like who's feeling the vibe. Like if you regarding who should ask out for the first date, man or woman. Do y'all guys think that the guy should ask, or y'all think that it depends on?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I don't like the word should. You know what I'm saying? Who's more than likely going to ask for the first date? Probably the man, but I don't think it's wrong if a woman asks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, me, I can speak for me. Like I'm attracted to ambition, so I'm like, if you want something, go get it. Don't if you sitting on the other side of the room or the other side of the office or whatever, waiting on me to come to you, like I'm good. I'm good because hey, this is real life here. If you waiting on the finish line to cross you, it ain't gonna happen. So if you want a date with me, just come talk to me. Just come talk to me. You ask.
Wrong with that. So some women, and that was after, they might say, well, I don't want to come off as thirsty. You know what I mean? I don't want to come off like, oh, look at her. You know what I mean? That's what some of them might say.
I say, I'm attracted to and respect somebody that goes after and goes and gets what they want. That's something that we would have in common. So, hey, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, that's a fact. You about to say something?
No, I was laughing. But I agree. I mean, he like what he like. Like I said, I don't have a problem with a woman shooting a shot. I don't think it's wrong for them. I just think it's more than likely the man gonna do it.
Yeah, more often than not. Yeah, more often than not.
Appreciate you, player one, with the gifted membership. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate your donations. Appreciate your donations. She's spending more money so I can get more candy.
I'm just saying, man, all that I don't want to come off as thirsty. Man, come on. I know for a fact how damn aggressive women can be when they want something. Okay? So, nah, there is no turning that shit off. Like there is no turning that off just because, nah. Oh, well, I'm the woman and you're supposed, nah, if you want something, like women will come up and they will tell you. I've had women come up to me and say, name and number, please. I'd have been stopped at red lights, came up to in the damn grocery store, at the gas station, at work, at work. So, I mean, like when women will go get what the hell they want.
Right.
Now if I'm gonna ask for the first date or something, it's because I want it. I'm not saying I won't do it, but I don't think it matters.
Appreciate you, Williams. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like I said, like I said before, I never had an issue with shooting your shot. You know what I mean? If you like the guy or you like the woman, there's nothing wrong with shooting your shot. You know what I mean? And I think, to be honest, to be fair, I think that like if a woman shoot her shot, she probably have a better chance at a higher chance of getting what she wants. And even if she don't, I think guys are probably a little more nicer to come to rejecting girls, or you know what I mean, or so for sure. I think, or even besides rejecting, like if you're a pretty attractive woman, you know what I mean. If you like a guy, you probably have a higher chance. You know what I mean. So, but that's just my opinion.
Like even when that what we believe is a skit. Like if you gotta ask a woman to come back to your place after a date, you lost. It's not happening because usually she's gonna hint to you that she wants to either come back to your place or invite you in when you drop her off or whatever the case may be. That's the way that is. Like you don't even have to ask. I've been in situations like that before. You go to drop a woman off, you're like, "What you doing? What you doing? We ain't going to my. I ain't going home. You ain't dropping me off. I go back to your place."
Right. Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. That is a fact right there.
So y'all will like I said, women will let you know, bro. Really, they want something, they'll go get it.
Right. And speaking of, bro, man, Remember I was talking about the fridge always getting away with the snacks. Like this is one reason. This is one of the things that like dirty macking. If I'm out with my friends, right, and there's a guy out there trying to shoot his shot at my girl, at one of my girlfriends, I'm not going to get in the way. Like I never understood that. Like when one of the friends try to like stop the person from talking to her, like she's not interested or all this kind of stuff. It's like, what are you doing? You know, I mean, let's see this flip right here.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I think you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Katya.
Katya, nice to meet you. I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you. Unfortunately, she has a boyfriend. I hate to break it to you.
It's like besides the boyfriend part, it's like the dirty macking, man. The dirty macking.
Well, he made a mistake anyway.
Okay, thank you.
He messed up anyway. Whenever, this is just my advice, fellas. If you're gonna approach, even if it's just one chick and she's in a clique of other chicks like that, you're supposed to approach all of them and address them all together. Like that. That's it. You don't ever just signal out one, because naturally that's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna get jealous.
I don't know if you call it jealousy or whatever, but you know, whatever words you want to put on it, that's probably what's gonna happen when you just signal out one out of the whole group, and you're not like with your homies. It's just you by yourself. Like literally, it's 3 against 1 here. It's 3 against 1. You know, you're supposed to like. All right, let's say you're in the club, party, bar, whatever. You see 3 women just sitting there together. You're gonna send around the drinks or offer to buy drinks for all 3 of them. You're not just gonna buy one of them. You know, like that would, and the same thing, the same rules apply if you're just gonna approach all 3 of them. Hey, what are all of y'all doing or whatever? And yeah, you try to you catch eye contact with just one, you know, a little bit more than the other ones, but you try not to make the other ones feel like they don't matter, because that's what's gonna happen. This chick about to make her presence known.
Right.
I think that's just human nature. That's female nature. Now dudes, we ain't gonna do that. You know, if some chick comes up and just approaches one dude, you know what I'm saying, we'll step away. But women, y'all are a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that girl, I'd be mad. What some girl would if I like a guy and he comes up to me and she tries to get like, get away, man. Man, that's a But I feel y'all on that. Let's see what wheels she got over here.
But also, you know, hey man, that could be her sister-in-law. You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
No, but we actually have somewhere to go.
That's not what I said. I just said have a great night and she's beautiful. Oh, excuse me. You're beautiful. You caught me off guard.
$100.
Oh shit!
I was talking to your friend.
You buy.
Damn, $100. Who you are?
I was talking to your friend.
Wait, who said hurry up and buy? Hurry up and buy. That's fucked up.
Wow. Yo, that's wild, yo.
You gonna get bruised?
No, I was talking to her. You do that every day.
Maybe he's having a bad day or whatever, but man, that's wild, bro. The worst thing they can say is no. Man, my ego will be freaking in the dirt. Oh, wait. Get some ice cream and watch some movies. Go home.
Excuse me, I have a question. Are you guys like... just relax. Sorry to interrupt you.
It got more aggressive as the man. That's wild, man. That's crazy. Let me see this right here.
Excuse me, guys. I have to confess something. I think you're gorgeous. What's your name?
I don't think she wants to talk to you. Yeah.
Who the fuck are you, bitch?
You're interrupting us.
It's like, is that your girlfriend?
Nah, but you gotta. That's why you gotta approach. Yeah, you gotta compliment all 3 of them. That's just how it works. Like they're a package deal right now.
Yo, how you gonna talk for the other chick? That's the crazy part.
That's what they there for, man. They the offensive line.
Nah, but if he would have complimented all 3 of them, it's likely a different response.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It'll be because they'll be all of them be interested in figuring you out. But as soon as you try to, make your moves known, they go to block.
Now, granted, don't get me wrong. It would have been you give this chick right here a compliment. It would have been a bull-faced damn lie. But hey, man, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet. All three of y'all look good. What are you guys getting into tonight? Whatever. It'll work out. You'll narrow down the playing field for a minute. But the goal is to get in. That's what's gonna happen. You signal out one, the other ones feel left out. So yeah.
Speaking of, the lovely lady is in the back. Lady Yaya. Salute.
Can you hear me?
Iraqs.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good.
What's going on, Zara?
Nothing much, just picking up my kids. And we're on our way home. That's it.
Driving.
Yes.
Yeah. How you feel about this, Jaja? You think she's dirty macking, or you think Auntie's right? Should have complimented them all to like the vibe and everything.
I think I missed that one, Kim.
Let me see. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one right here from the beginning.
Excuse me, guys. I have to confess something. I think you're gorgeous. What's her name?
I don't think she wants to talk to you. Yeah.
Who the fuck are you, bitch?
You're interrupting us.
How you feel about this interaction, Lady Jaja? You think she was in the wrong or he in the wrong?
I'm not gonna lie, like just because, like sometimes a guy feel, some guys feel like they could just give you, a fake compliment, and then, I don't know, the compliment wasn't even sincere to me. So like, there's been a few times where a guy would like compliment, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm busy, or, I don't want to talk to you. It's nothing, has nothing to do with the guys, it's just, like sometimes when you don't feel like talking from, anybody, you just don't want to talk to anybody. And just to give me a compliment, that doesn't, entitle me to, like my time. But that's just
Dyrex missed the whole point of that video. But I will say this, Cammy. If Zyrax is with you and the guy approaches you, Zyrax is going to do that same thing. Guarantee it.
Oh.
I'm telling you, man, if they're in a group, you have to approach them as a group. How it works.
Okay.
Next time I'll just come with a donut.
Hey!
Excuse me, I just
Not the donut. That's crazy, bro. Ooh, wait, shout out to the chubbies. We love them fluffy over here. You know what I mean? We don't make bad jokes and stuff like that. We actually appreciate y'all. Nino. There's not one stream of me making any insults or humiliation rituals on
what? Like all you gotta do is when Fatty is on the panel with Cammy, you'll hear some fat jokes with Cammy. Guaranteed.
That is not one fat joke out my mouth. You can't. I put that on my hair. If I wake up tomorrow and I lie, I don't have hair. I never made fat jokes on nobody. I never made fat jokes on a stream. We don't do fat jokes. We love them chubby over here. We love them fluffy. That's all I want to say.
All right, Bill Clinton. I didn't have relations with that woman.
Anywho, you don't try to lie on me, bro. That's free. I can't believe this. But let's continue this show.
Across the street to tell you how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
Is that a sign?
No, she's married and has a baby.
What?
She's married.
What? Yo! out there. Damn. Damn, the disrespect, yo. Is it just me or the music kind of loud? Let me see.
If it's too loud for you, turn it down. It's your show.
No, I'm talking about Jaja. She in the back. Is it loud for y'all?
It was up there, but I mean, I like music, so
Okay.
I wasn't tripping.
How now? How about now?
No, it's good. I can still hear it. That's good.
Sorry, I'm on my phone, so I don't know how to turn it down. Or yeah, like how do I turn it down on my end?
You can't. Cammy has
Oh,
to do it.
Yeah, I got it. I can just turn it all the way off if that's fun.
Nah. Usually, when people are talking over it and you got some other stuff, I would keep it at like maybe a 7, 8.
Okay. I'm good on
Yeah.
7.
On StreamYard. Yeah, 7 or 8 is usually solid.
Thank you, Cammy. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
And that's just mainly because like the background music you playing has some words too. Like it actually has lyrics too. So if it were just the music or the beat, you can have it a little bit louder. But because there are words, it can.
Yeah. Look, we at the Ridge Academy, so we gotta have a serenading vibe over here. You know what I mean? The pink, the vibe. You right, Dalla? You right. I'm happy you did in the zoo. Yeah, man. Okay, let's continue the show.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
You want to pay for all the bills?
No, it's okay. Don't worry. I didn't ask you.
See, like I said, some of these friends be keeping y'all single out here. Roulette was vibing, but
I think that's why he does it, right? He knows what he's doing. He does this expecting for this reaction to happen. But you know, like Auntie say, man, I'm not a fan of cold approach. That's not really my style. But
Shane,
you know what I'm saying? But you can't the shit he's doing. We all know you're not supposed to do that shit because that's what.
I mean, yeah. Even if you're gonna cold approach as a group, you gotta approach them as a group.
Right, they all want the attention. That's a fact.
Excuse me, I have to confess something. I think you're gorgeous.
Thanks. Oh, yeah, she is. I've had a boyfriend for like 5 years.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was talking to her, not you. I know you have a boyfriend.
No, I'm letting you know she has a boyfriend.
Oh, but
why don't you let the friend actually say she got a boyfriend? It's like, you all my business. You know, now that's wild.
But this could have been avoided if he just said, "I think you're all beautiful." I think you're all beautiful. What's going on for the rest of the night? Whatever. I guarantee you, her response is not that. The homegirl.
Right. Yeah. Shout to the Ridge Academy. We got Auntie dropping gems and game. That's the game. Jaja, as a fellow woman on a panel, do you agree with Auntie advice? Probably busy right now.
Nope.
Yeah, she's probably busy. Yeah, she's driving. Let's continue.
But she can talk for herself.
I'm reiterating what she just fucking said.
All right, relax. You don't get that. You don't get to talk, okay? You're too.
I absolutely do.
You already look big enough. Don't talk big too.
Bobby, she got the melon, so it can make up for her sides. But you know, hey, look, a little bit of fupa won't hurt nobody. But if you got a fupa, you gotta be humble a little bit. I'm gonna lie. Look, we love them fluffy, but look, man, you can't be talking all big when you already big enough. Chill out, my girl. Chill out, man. Chill out. It's all good. Let me see. I said the first Stu was complimenting somebody, then became rude. That's really beyond creepy. Y'all think that? You think that's kind of weird? You know what I mean? Wait, you agree with Dr. Still on that?
Yeah, it's weird if somebody's doing that normally, but that nigga's doing that shit for the video. So
Oh yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
well,
he knows this is going to happen. That's why he does it. You know?
exactly. That is. I mean, I'm just saying that's human nature, man. When you signal one out like that, that's just naturally what the hell is gonna happen. Um, and that's why I'm gonna keep saying, man. If you approach them as a group, even if two of the three not feeling you, one of them is gonna say, "Oh, that was nice of him," and whatever. And now somebody that wants to give you an insult is gonna feel out of place. If one person believes you being nice or whatever, as soon as somebody tries to mess up that vibe, now they feel out of place. But you got to come up and compliment all three. He knows what he's doing when he just picks out one. Of course, this chick is gonna be a little pissed off, bro, if you leave her out. So just give a blanket compliment, and then spark up some conversation with all of them and see who responds.
That's a fact. So, Auntie, you think that this only happens to women? So, if I go up outside, right, I see a group of guys, and I only point out one in the group, will you think that's going to be the same, or you think that?
No, that's not the same. That's not the same. We're dudes, so it's different. You can signal out one dude. Like with women, I would recommend y'all signal out one dude. But with dudes approaching women, that's different. That's different. Because we're not going to react like that. Usually, if you signal out one dude, the other two or three going to step away. They're going to step away. They're going to stand there quietly. They're not going to do this. Oh, well, he has a girlfriend. That ain't going to happen. It's just not.
Yeah.
The way you said it was so funny.
Because it's just extremely effeminate to say some shit like that.
Yeah.
But, to say anything when some chick is trying to holler at your homie, like to say anything, you shut up and you let your homie handle his business. That's what we're gonna do as men. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna have, but y'all are. That's one main difference between men and women. They're gonna react. Y'all are gonna react differently, right or wrong. I'm like, it doesn't matter. That's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. D said sometimes men will try to cop block, but majority will fall back. Yeah.
I think what men do is they dirty Mac, and that's mainly because they want the chick too. So some niggas might dirty Mac, but it's frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like what women do, they cock block. You know what I'm saying? Which they don't really frown upon that shit like that on that end. You know what I'm saying?
But you already know what's up, dudes. What we gonna do is even if you feel like your homie's about to cock block or whatever, you about to step up and step away from that motherfucker, man, real quick, and then it's about to just be you and her. Ain't none of that. Y'all stay over here. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Yeah, that should be the goal, the isolator, so y'all can have a private.
But she's probably not gonna walk away from her clique of chicks. Like her, she's not gonna do that. So that's why I say you give them a blanket compliment or whatever, and everybody's gonna have to feel a little comfortable with you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, man. Waiting on that.
Excuse me, guys.
But yeah, you heard that laugh at the end. Yeah, you know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. But yeah, man, that's crazy right there. That's crazy. Let me see what else we got over here. I got the one last thing on my Instagram roulette. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all think this is a filter right here? On a date. Woman shares a recent date. And I hope that's a filter. Yo, cause that
look like you look like a damn garbage pail kid. Damn.
Let me hear the story.
So I went on a date with this nigga, and while we was on a date, I went to the bathroom before the waitress had came, cause I had to make sure everything was okay or whatever, cause I had to use the bathroom, stuff like that. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, I guess the waitress never came. So I'm waiting. And I'm like, he's like, you ready to eat? And I was like, yeah, I'm ready to order. He was like, don't worry, I already ordered for you. I said, okay, but you didn't know what I wanted. He's like, oh, I know what you like. Trust me on this. I said, okay. So the food gets there, and he has this beautiful set of 16 all flat lemon pepper hots and some french fries. And I was sitting there waiting for my food to come. He said, just wait, it's coming. So I'm looking at him eat, and I'm like, okay, can I get a fry? He was like, no, your food is coming. Just wait. I waited. He finished eating his food, and after he was done, I was like, the waitress never came. He was like, don't worry, they're coming right now. So then he did like this. He did the sign like this. So when the waitress got there, she brings over the check. And I was like, I didn't do my order. He was like, no, it's fine. They're gonna bring it. Don't worry. And the waitress was looking at him, and I was looking at him. And she was like, what do you want me to do? He was like, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and take the check. So when she brings back his change, he gets up. He's like, are you ready to go? I'm like, I didn't eat anything. He's like, trust me, you've had enough. Excuse me? Okay. That's why I won't be going on any dates. That's why I sit home and I eat Domino's, and I just stay to myself, because I be damn. I be motherfucking damn. Somebody try that on me again.
Hi, gosh. Shout out to you, Adrian.
Hey, shout out to that brother for planning ahead. And she's like, oh, I won't be going out with you again. Trust me, he's already ahead of you. That was the purpose. That was the damn purpose. And he was like, nah, you ain't ordering shit. Like, you ain't ordering a damn thing, and there won't be a second date. So
Yes, but that's like, man, if this is bro, you wasting her time. If you don't like fat chicks, why even go out with a fat chick?
she probably catfished him or something online.
Mm-hmm.
She probably catfished him, and then when they got to the damn restaurant, he ain't just drop her ass off or whatever. She went to the bathroom. He like, look, I already ordered for you. Fuck it. He already a step ahead of her. Ain't gonna be no second date. And no, you think you about to order 3 courses and drinks and all that? Hell nah. Hell nah. You know, yeah, like you just strike me as the type of person about to order all the shit that you possibly
so you
can off the
she
fucking
could
menu,
be on a
and then
diet.
expect me to hell nah. She can be on a diet all she want, but if ain't gonna be no second date, hey, like I said, shout out to that brother, man. He was a step ahead.
That was that TNT. I like that. There'd be a lot of videos of skinny women ordering 5 to 6 burgers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you can't always judge a book by its cover.
Nah, I mean, I don't think he really cared. He just knew he ain't really like the chick like that. That's why he said you've had enough. Like, he ready to take her home. Right now, check please. Ain't no talking afterwards. Ain't no ordering drinks. Ain't no you want dessert. It's over. Like, it's over. I've been on dates like that. You know, you meet somebody online, whatever, and hey, they playing the angles with the pictures and stuff, and then you take them. It's like, what the fuck happened to you? No, I'm just saying. I've been there, you know, and it's like, nah, bro, ain't no jazz bar after this, ain't no walking on the beach, ain't no extra drinks, ain't no none of that, ain't no you want to come back to my place. I'm just gonna drop you off before the sun goes down. Yes. Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out, is that an AI chin or she really
I have no
is that
idea.
real? It looks a little fake to me, but I think that's fucked up what he
I'm
did.
just saying, I don't even see the rest of her. Like, the rest of her be all fucked up too. Like, she probably catfished him.
I had to, because why are you out on a date with a chick if you ain't like her?
Yeah.
Right. You waste
And
your
that's
whole
why
lifetime.
she seemed like, oh, it won't be another date with you. I'm like, he's a step ahead of you. I guarantee you, this motherfucker don't want another date. Guaranteed.
Let me see. Jaja, you there? Yeah, she probably still busy.
Yeah, she muted.
But
and she said, that's why I sit at home and eat Domino's by myself. I'm like, come on, that's
right, bad enough.
I feel like, I believe you.
Hey.
You take a whole large fucking deep dish to the face on a damn Tuesday. For real.
Oh my goodness, look, man, look. We don't do that to the chubbies at the Ridge Academy. When we go out with them, we pay for their meals. We have a good time. We eat. We have a great time over here. We don't.
And look at this chick necklace though, Cammy. Her necklace, that shit ain't even a choker, yet it's choking her. Like, yo, what the fuck?
What is that? Is that the key?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Key to the fridge? Shit.
Y'all wild, y'all ruthless, y'all.
My bad.
We don't look, man. She looked like a beautiful Ibadi. You know what I mean? Big and beautiful and black. Okay. She got some very nice cheeks that we would love to kiss. Though, like you can numb on them, and they probably.
Shorty cheeks are like pillows.
Guess what, Auntie? When she lay her head on your chest, it probably feel like a cushion. You know what I mean? It's not no sharp some sharp cheek. You know what I mean, Auntie? You probably feel soft.
Like I said, hey, it's all good if she presented herself like that to begin with. I believe old boy was catfished.
So you think that give him the right to treat that woman, treat that queen like that?
Yeah, if the date is over. Like, I mean, if the date is over and there's not going to be a second one, yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Nina? Would you do her like that? How she catfished you? Would you make an example out of her, or you just wanna wolf your day?
Nah, I would have gave her something to eat. I ain't like that. I would have sat there and chill with her, but I wouldn't have, if I didn't like her, I wouldn't date her again.
No, I'm with you. Like, no, that's the situation I was in. It's like, whatever, you go order whatever the fuck you want, but there ain't gonna be no second date.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna happen. Like, you don't look shit like your pictures.
Oh, okay.
Like, for real.
Yeah, for me personally, like, even if catfish, like, if you still look similar, like, even if it's a little bit of blemishes here and there, okay, I could deal with that. But like, if you look like something like something and you coming out, I would say looking crazy, like you was in somebody's basement.
Nah, she got to use somebody else's picture.
I don't think you know.
You got to use somebody else's picture.
When you see them, all them damn, because women be playing the angles and shit, man. Y'all can twist and sit and hold the damn selfie cams a certain way. But then when somebody see all of you in one spot, you get to see all them extra creases and crevices and shit. Nah, bro, we're good. We're good.
I got
all them extra creases, crevices, rolls and dimples and shit. It's like, man, what the fuck, man? Nah.
I gotta find that angle. Whatever angle she using the catfish folks, gotta be magical. Cause I mean, you can see that. I don't even think it's real, man. I still, because it's like the way the eyes are and the chin, the way it's moving, it's like.
And look, this look like it's probably her right after the damn date. She was all done up, made up, She was ready for action, man.
Yeah, you might be right.
They say big girls love the best, so he was missing out. He was missing out on some, you know what I mean?
He probably wasn't looking for love.
I mean, it's about to be winter time, Auntie. You know what I mean? You need something, a little bit of extra, weight want to keep you warm during this time.
I got blankets and central air. I'm good.
and keep you fed. You know what I mean? She be in the kitchen. She be cooking for you. You know what I mean?
I tell them I'm in South Florida. It don't never get cold here. Try that shit on somebody else.
Hey, guess what, Auntie? When it's hot, you can keep the shade off. You know what I mean? She can keep some shade on. So hey,
man, this chick probably had all types of extra sweat pockets and crevices. Fuck all of that, man. And like I say, it's cool if that's what you into, and she presented herself like that. I'm just saying, just judging by the reaction she said old boy had, I believe he was surprised on that date.
Man, hey, it is what it is. Your auntie going in. I know.
I mean, some guys like him, some guys don't. like
If
big
a big
girls.
man,
I don't like her per se, but I like big
yeah, but if a big girl come on your channel, Auntie, and start talking smack,
I don't have a problem with big women either. I don't have a problem with them, but don't bullshit. Don't catfish me, because if I show up to pick you up or something, and
yeah, I feel you. I
when
feel
you over here looking like Ursula from the Little Mermaid and shit, you know.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Your pictures look like Ariel, but you really look like Ursula. Like, hell nah, bro.
Dang, man. Then when you build like a fridge, you know what I mean? That's kind of embarrassing, you know what I mean? When you start
was a fat joke.
That ain't right. That ain't right, Candy. that wasn't right. I'm just saying, I don't have a problem with big chick, but you know what I'm saying? It's just don't kid. I do have a problem with catfishing though. That ain't cool.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like Joseph said, I agree. You know, all the the catfishing. It's like you know this person's want to see you. So if you know you don't rather look like that image, like why even show up? You know,
For a free meal.
Exactly.
Because she's sick of eating Domino's. Like she said. She been eating Domino's all damn week.
Yeah, that's a. But sometimes I get catfishes, like especially like if they've been online dating. So I'm kind of iffy with online dating. But like if you've been talking to this person over a year, and they catfish, I guess they like, well, you know, maybe my personality can overlook how I look. Yeah, I catfish, but maybe if they like my personality, maybe they will be upset, but they probably might overlook it. So depending on the period, because like if it's the short term, it's like you crazy showing up.
Man, that chick looked like she one of them damn Facebook Marketplace dates or some shit, or or a Plenty of Fish date or something, for real.
Yeah, that's why. But yeah, man, we got this last story. Woman says she's not feeding her stepdaughter because it's not her responsibility. Me eating for my baby child because she's not mine. She's hungry. First off, what kind of person, mother would even do like? And this is one of my things when I was talking about before, not being honest with yourself. Why you stay in that guy? Why would you, if you know for a fact that you don't want to deal with stepkids or deal with kids that you're not that you're willingly not going to take care of? Why deal with the dad? I mean, why deal with that man? And why would you post this? Like, you honestly think that people were going to actually agree with you? Yeah, girl, don't feed that kid. That ain't your kid. That's your baby daddy. That's his girl responsibility. You think somebody's going to really cape for what you did? Yo, that's wild.
Let a kid go hungry.
I'm about to say, I think that's something personal with the baby mom, right there. Yeah,
and that's the messed up part. Like, that's grown-up issues. Why is the kid being punished for? That's not.
Some people
like,
petty.
Yeah, man. If I was the baby mama, I would tell the dad. I would tell the dad that you better get that situation fixed. You're not going to see your kid ever. You're not going to see your kid. Like, if I was like, you better put your girl in check. At that point, I wouldn't even trust my kid around. It's not you can still see your kid, but you gotta come over my house, because I'm not going to send my daughter over there with you, knowing that your girl is doing stuff like this.
You shouldn't have no chick around your kid. Like, for the dudes, you shouldn't want to have no chick like that around your kids.
Yeah,
like your kid's mom shouldn't even have to say nothing. You should be checking that chick right there. Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, he definitely should be. Hey, if she gonna take your kid somewhere, make sure she got some money. That way she can't even say, "Oh man, I'm not spending." Nah, I make sure my kid's straight. So here goes some money for this one, since you want to act like an ass, and she better eat. or it's gonna be a problem. I wouldn't fuck with a chick to do some shit like that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, nah.
That's a grimy ass chick.
But I also wouldn't send my kid with no chick like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some slimy shit right there.
Yep. Jimmy said somebody's in the bed, somebody's in the bed. Hustler! Muscular! Salute.
Salute, Cammy.
Hope you're doing well. You're doing well on this lovely day. I agree with you, Misty. Some people are just evil and mean. How do you feel about this story so far, Hustler? Woman says she's not feeding her stepdaughter because it's not her responsibility. And she said in a post, meet you in front of my baby daddy child because she's not mine. She's hungry with laughing.
You know what? You know what's funny? When I hear shit like this, I find it kind of weird that these be the same women that want men to step up and be stepdaddies, accept the package deal, but flip the script around. They don't want to do the same shit. Really? That's what we doing now? So you don't want to be a stepmom to a stepdaughter, but I gotta be a stepfather to your stepson. I mean, to your son. Really? Make it make sense, people.
All right, that's the wild part, man. So I got the evil stepmother trope, unfortunately. But yeah, man.
That's exactly this will be Cinderella in the hood.
Wait, they only kind of made that one. Maybe they made a one with Brandy or something like that, or she was just.
Yeah, they did. It was Brandy and Whitney Houston. Rest in peace to her.
Yeah. Shout out to them, but that's messed up, man. That is messed up. Like, even if it's not your kid, bro, like you should. Your nurturing instinct is to make sure everybody is good in that household. 100%.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's the wild. Obviously, that's the wild part. Let me see.
Yep, absolutely.
Would y'all ever be a step parent? That's not something y'all like. I was like, if somebody was.
Nah, I'm not looking to be a step parent unless they grown already.
Exactly. That's what I was told. If you're dealing with a single parent, at least the child, the son, daughter better be grown, 18 or older. If they still see you on to wipe their own asses, then don't do it.
I mean, like I say, I've always said this. People need to have, some kind of stipulations. I wouldn't say grown. They don't have to be grown, but I would prefer that your kids don't need babysitters. And also, they have a decent, healthy relationship with their actual father. That's it.
Absolutely.
I'm not their father, and that's what it is. And I got a kid of my own, so I've been there with that shit. And I'm like, you don't have to come in and be no damn stepmommy or none of that shit. My kid knows who his mother is. You know what I'm saying? My kid don't need no damn babysitter. None of that shit. Like we're good. But all of that, if you're looking for somebody to step in and be a father to your children, you're probably expecting too much. Because all of that, I'm gonna love somebody else's kids as if they're my own. I think that's a fucking lie. Like
I mean, it can't work. It can't work with the right people.
Rarely, if ever, is someone going to love. I always say, look, if a dude or a woman is gonna say that they'll love your children like they're their own, I'd be like, okay, so you want to adopt them, or you want to legally adopt them right now? Draw up the paperwork right now. Right now, you can legally, since you love them just like your own, let's make them your own. And then if you get pushback, then you realize they're full of shit. And 90-something% of the time, you're going to get pushback, which means they're full of shit. So I wouldn't even expect somebody to do that. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say that I love your kids like I love my own, because that's pretty impossible. Doesn't mean I don't love. Doesn't mean that I don't love your kids or respect your kids as your kids, because I get it. You and your kids are a package deal, but they're not my kids. Like for real.
And this is why I say I believe single parents should just date each other. I'm staying on business with that. Single parents date each other, got more in common, same level of baggage, you know.
That's a fact.
I
Family,
don't.
appreciate you for the membership, the YouTube membership. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
It's just to get paid. I know I ain't ashamed. I'm trying to make a wage now. Money, 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 makes the world go round.
I mean,
He
I'm
said
not.
you are not the stepdad. You are the dad that stepped up if her. if her.
No, you the bonus dad. You the bonus dad. Ever heard the
I
term
mean,
bonus dad? Yep.
I don't believe in the whole single parent should date single parents thing, because everybody's not like the whole Brady Bunch thing, isn't necessarily for everybody. I just think it's just important that people understand what they damn roles are. Like that's why I'm like, fellas, have your stipulations. Make sure that you're like securing yourself, because I've heard dudes even say that. Well, I would prefer that the father's actually not around. Nah, I would prefer that child has a healthy relationship with their damn father. So yeah, I would prefer that your kids are at least a certain age, which means you're probably a certain amount of time removed from that damn relationship or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of dudes have issues with with a decent father still being around, because they think he still got access to the mom, and then vice versa. So most of the time that's not even the case. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case at all. Them relationships be long over. Relationships be long over. So and just even as a single father, I probably dated more women that didn't have kids than had kids, and they didn't have no problem with it. But also, I ain't make them have to deal with no baby mama drama. You don't have to deal with that shit. Me and her ain't together no more. So that's it.
Fact.
My son is not calling you mommy. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. You don't have to worry about that.
Or step mommy.
Appreciate you, Fatty, with the 10 memberships. At 10 memberships, appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you.
You know it's hard out here for a kid when he trying to get this money for the print. But a guy like
Appreciate your donations. She's spending more money so I can get more candy.
He said, thank you, Nino, for the intro. Appreciate you. But yeah, man.
But also, make sure kids are affected too, from breakup. So make sure they understand the situation too. That's why I say I prefer that they're a certain age. When kids are too young, like that look like a very young child in the car. So when they're young, a lot of times they're not, they don't know about the whole breakup thing yet. If the parents were even together in the first place. So, all of them relationships ain't created equally. Like, people just need to know that. Sometimes it's a baby mama, baby daddy thing. Sometimes it's because of, you know what I'm saying, divorce or whatever. Sometimes it all depends on the circumstances, in the situation.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, man. Yeah, so you said that you don't want the kids to call the other, so the new parent mommy or dad. So that's okay, I get that. So how about the biological parent is not there in the child life and not doing their part, but the new parent is stepping up, taking care of them, doing all that stuff. Do you think that in that case scenario, the kid has a right to call the step parent mommy or daddy?
I mean, yeah, that's different. I mean, at that point, they kind of are that. I mean, look, I would always say, before you step into like a step parent role, especially if the other parent is just totally absent, like the father's absent or the mother's absent, man, them kids need therapy before they need somebody else to just substitute. Like, they need therapy, and chances are, the person looking for a dude or a chick need damn therapy and shit first too. So, a lot of times people just be trying to plug holes. That's all it is. But I mean, that's a serious gap to try to fill, and you don't just fill that shit with another person. When I had this argument with somebody on a panel a while ago, and they're like, well, you saying the kids got to be a certain age and they got to have a certain type of relationship with their father? What if their father was abusive? What if he was this? What if he was that? I was like, the kids need therapy They don't need me. They need therapy. That shit above my damn pay grade. They got a damn abusive, deadbeat, absentee daddy, and the only thing you can think of is to go get you some damn dick and pay some nigga in their life. What the fuck? Where your priorities at? You know, get your shit together.
They all need therapy.
You just
they all
had
need
an
therapy at that rate.
beating your ass, and your kids have a big gap in their life that should be their father.
Right.
And the only thing you can think about is bringing me in there. What the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that.
I mean, believe it or not, some women do that. I've had women tell me that they got a baby daddy. He did time in jail for this, so he's on the streets doing this, that, and the third. But yeah, you had trying to take me seriously. I mean, we can have fun, but I'm not being in a relationship with you knowing you got all that going on. So I feel them on that. But some women don't care, and there are some men that don't care either.
Real, that's why I said I would just prefer that your children have a healthy relationship with their father. Doesn't mean that I won't love your children, respect your children, and treat them a certain type of way, but I'm still not their father. And if they have a healthy relationship with their father, they'll know that. They'll know that. You'll know that. He'll know that. You know what I'm saying? And it's clear. So I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? They are who they are. So that allows us to build a healthy relationship from here. But you can't start a healthy relationship with an unhealthy foundation.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
And for real, I don't joke or troll about these types of topics and subjects. For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, unfortunately, everybody's blessed.
Cammy, is that story true?
What story?
The one that you showed, the lady, the stepmom not being the stepdaughter.
Yeah, I heard the story was out a while ago in a minute. But yeah, I heard similar stories like that. I see another video of a woman talking about how she's not gonna feed her kid or make food for her kid because it's not her responsibility. And I'm like, what? That don't make sense.
I do understand there's some, stepmoms that are gonna do that, right? Because they have this sort of hatred towards the kid, especially if if the father loves the daughter. So there's a little cruelty there. But to openly admit it is just crazy.
Yeah. Like I always said, man, if you're not ready for that baggage, or if you're not ready, or you're not willing to deal with that, that's cool. But don't get in a relationship, especially making the child suffer because you feel a certain way or so. That don't make sense. And now they struggling. Now they going through trauma. It's unnecessary trauma because you're not mature enough. Or you and your feelings, because I don't know, whatever happened, and the baby mama, you got into it, and now it's like, oh, you want to do this, and now let me make your kids suffer, and then post it online. Man, that's wild. But let me see. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think Zyrex think it's fake. She don't believe it's a woman out there like that.
That shit is pretty slimy. To do that, because look, damn stepkids, I wouldn't do that to anybody in my household, like anybody. If I'm gonna eat any food, everybody's gonna eat. Don't play that, man.
Yeah, I don't care whose kid it is. If they hungry and they with me, they gonna eat.
Right.
Nasty ass chick, she eating a damn cheeseburger while in the car driving anyway.
I know that's
probably dirty.
Right? Look. Why you get into a relationship with someone with kids? Why can't you? Right, that's my point. Like I said in my written notes, be honest with yourself. You may like the guy, but if it's bad, if he comes with kids and you don't want to deal with them kids, let him go. Because when you get in a relationship, especially if y'all get married, now those kids are under your guardian, and you gotta make sure and take care of them, make sure they're okay.
But here's something you gotta watch out for. Don't put yourself in a position where you have all the responsibility of said children, but none of the damn authority to tell them what to do. Because you got cases where they'll be like, well, you ain't the father, you ain't the mama, you can't tell her what to do, this, that, and the third. I had a young lady say she's experienced. I had a young lady tell me on my panel that she experienced that when she was like a godparent or to play auntie, trying to discipline the kids, but then the moms get pissed off at her for trying to instill some discipline and flex her authority. So don't put yourself in that kind of position. Authority, responsibility, but no authority. No, don't put yourself out there like that. Just saying.
Right,
But
that's a fact.
but that's why I say, like, okay, me eating in front of my baby daddy child because she not mine. So this nigga got a couple of baby moms, right? He got a couple of baby moms. So like, so it's it seems like it's just some animosity from one baby mom to the other damn baby mom and shit like that. So it's a difference between dating somebody with kids and being a stepdaddy. Like I see a stepfather as that means I done married your mother. Like I married your mother, so we're in this shit together to do that shit. You know? So that's if I marry your mother, that means yeah, you pretty much are my child too. But I mean, I've been checking y'all niggas about, not y'all in particular on the panel, but I've been checking these niggas about that shit. If the only thing you curious about is, yo, can I discipline your child? You niggas need therapy. Is that the first thing you ask a damn woman? Is can I hit your kids? You got issues. You know, you worried about disciplining kids? I mean, that's another reason why we would prefer that the children are a certain age, got healthy relationships with their father and everything else, so the kids are already well behaved. You know, because the children are gonna have respect for you if their mother does. But if the mother doesn't have any damn respect for you, that's probably why the child doesn't. So all of that, can I discipline your child? That's usually a question that you ask because you really want to discipline her, and you can't. That's why I said y'all niggas need therapy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's wild. But yeah,
you want to discipline her because her children don't respect you because she don't respect you.
That's a fact.
You know, because hey, if she had respect for you, she wouldn't allow her children to disrespect you. You wouldn't even have to ask that damn question. She'd already be on. She'd already be all over those damn kids for showing you a level of disrespect. But all of that, oh yeah, that's my baby. You can't do nothing. Nah, bro. That's you the enemy in your own damn home. You know, so that's what I mean. That's more of a you and her issue than it is you and the children issue.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see what we got here. I had this controversy right here. It said, woman says parents should treat their daughter the same way they treat their sons. So let's see what you got over here.
I can't do, your son shouldn't be able to do either. I don't give a fuck what y'all be talking about. The shit not fair and it's unjust. And that's why y'all daughters grow up and don't fucking like y'all. Y'all let these little boys do anything under the sun. Oh, he's just a boy. He's just a boy. Anything he do. Oh, he's just a boy. No, the fuck. And that's why these little girls grow up and be feeling like less than, because y'all praise your boys, treat them like everything, and then whatever she do, you get on her ass. She's this, she's that, she blah blah blah. No, bitch, hold your son at the same standard that you hold your daughter. Period, point blank. I don't know motherfucking excuses. If you got an excuse, I don't care. Shove the excuse up here. Whatever your daughter.
How you guys feel about that? I think he got a point for sure extent. Like I think one of, especially is like allowing your sons to be out here like having all these girls and stuff like that and everything. But then when it comes to their daughters, it's like, oh no, you can't even go on a date with a boy or something like that. You know what I mean? Or like more in the perfect situations, like the T.I. situations. You know what I mean? Like he had his daughter have his hymen checkup, but King is out here already got two baby mamas out here allowing the girls to come and go in his room and sleep with them and everything. But for some reason, the daughter had this high. She can't do half of those things. You know what I mean? So I definitely agree with her on that. You know what I mean? I think they should have had standards. They both had a standard, you know, and yeah, that's my opinion on it.
So let me ask you: in that video, is she saying that mothers should allow their daughters to do what they let their sons do, or is she saying that they need to be more stricter on the boys? Which one is she saying?
I think what she's saying is they both need to be held accountable. They need to be held equally accountable Yes, boys and girls are different. They should be treated differently, but they should be equally held accountable for whatever bullshit that they do. You know, you don't want your dogs out here running wild. You don't want your sons out here running wild. I've had women tell me that when they send their kids to college, first, you know, this one young lady I know, she sent her son off to college, gave that man a condom. Like, don't you come back here with some STDs or with some babies. Same thing with the daughter. Don't you come back with some STDs or pregnant. So yeah, hold them both accountable for their own personal safety. That's what she's basically saying. At least I hope that's what she's saying. But let's face it, boys and girls are different. And some of y'all got kids, so you know it's a double standard. The boys can date whoever they want, but the father's more strict on the girls. And I don't know if y'all noticed this. I've noticed that the fathers are way more protective of the daughters than the sons, but the moms are protective of the sons than the daughters. I've been noticing that lately.
No, I mean that's kind of that's the way it's always been. That's just the way it's always been, and that's because mom understands women, female nature. She understands that shit. I know my mom's put me up on a lot of shit that pops never did. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of just the way it is. You know,
right back, guys. Getting something to drink.
Yeah, and then we know these dudes. You know what I'm saying? We know. Well, you can't trust them. They full of shit. They'll tell you anything. They'll tell you what you want to hear just to get in them drawers, man. We know that. So, I mean, look, you can't treat them the same because they're not the same. Like you're comfortable with your son going out. Like going out with the homies and all of that other stuff. You might not be comfortable with your daughter going out unless you know she's protected. So, I mean, I understand that, but yeah, you need to try to make sure that both of them understand that it's consequences to the shit you do. There's consequences to the shit you do, so just understand. Just understand. You fuck around and make babies, you are an instant adult.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I even heard you talk about like the safety of like you'd be more comfortable if a boy go outside and a girl outside. Like, those are understandable differences. You know what I mean? Because obviously a woman is more weaker compared to a man. You know what I mean? To a boy. So I definitely get you on that one. And like I said, I agree. Like, you know what I mean? Especially like when it comes to like being promiscuous and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And, they always talk about, community is destructive and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, you talk about daughters being out, whoring around. But to be fair, a woman get pregnant. Once you get pregnant, it take her 9 months. You know what I mean? But if a boy's out here doing his thing, he can create like 10 all these women getting pregnant. So like I said, you got to make sure they both are, responsible with their bodies and all that kind of stuff and everything. You know what I mean? The same way how a girl could be taken advantage of, especially like having a kid, a boy also get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? All these stories in the space talk about, she put me on child support and all this kind of stuff. So it can affect boys too in a negative way. You know what I mean? So.
Well, let me ask you something, Tammy. Right? Let's say you got a girl and a boy. They teenagers, 16 years old, 15 years old. The boy's 16, he goes out, he gets a girl pregnant. The girl is 15, she goes out, get herself pregnant. What's the difference in them two situations?
I know you about to say she gotta be I gotta deal with her and the baby's gonna be here. Well, the baby pregnancy is gonna be there.
That's the difference. That's why parents sometimes are more strict on the girl than the boy, because she bringing that baby in the house and that baby got to get taken care of. Depending on how old she is, saying, you got to get a job. What kind of job can they get at 16, 17?
But that's the thing, Nino. I would respectfully disagree. I don't think the situations are different. 15-year-old boy that goes out and gets a girl pregnant or whatever, and a girl, you know what I'm saying? If I got them both, like, y'all both responsible. Like, that's it. I got to get up with the other damn parent. Now, granted, y'all are still kids. So, yeah, we're like, you're underneath this household. So any kids you have are pretty much under the protection of this household, too, because y'all are still not legal adults. Understandable, but I'm going to have to pretty much handle it the same way. As a parent, I got to handle it the same way.
Right.
Which
Nah,
means
I'm
I gotta get up with the other parents, and we gotta make sure
Mhm.
that we on the same page with this shit, man. But that maybe it's just because of the way I grew up. I grew up like it was a real community. So like we gonna talk about shit like this. Like the other parents are
Mhm.
gonna have to be involved. We're gonna have to discuss some shit, because we both just had babies that's about to have a damn baby. So you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, we kind of in this shit together. I'm not gonna leave that shit on the other family. I'm not.
nah, I'm not. I wouldn't say
I'm
that.
saying as the father of a boy, but the same way as the father of a girl, hey, I got to talk to I got to talk to your parents now. But these are things that like growing up, we used to talk about that shit when we was dating and stuff. Like I can remember
Mhm.
my grandparents, my parents. That's the first question they asked. Oh, she's pretty. Does she come from a good family? Like that's the first question that would be asked. I remember my grandmothers used to always ask that question. Did she come from a good family? Did she come from that's a question that don't even get asked no more when you find out
Mhm.
your kid's dating somebody. A lot of people don't even meet their damn, you know what I'm saying, whoever their kids are dating or spending
Mhm.
time with, talking to. They don't meet them, they don't talk to them. None of that. How many dudes like actually know their girlfriends, you know what I'm saying, knew their girlfriend's mother and father and stuff like that. Like when I was dating somebody growing up, like you court the whole family. You're my ex-wife.
You
Our
really
first
do.
date, you know what I'm saying? I took her and her mother out, to the movie. I took them both out together. Because her father had passed away and stuff. And then even before that, another one, her father was a single dad. Nah, man, I make sure I come, sit there, spend time with you, talk to you, so you know that when your daughter's with me, she's safe.
Mhm.
So
Yep,
that was
thanks, man.
important. We
Yes.
don't really see that anymore.
Yeah, that's been dead for the last 20 years.
Mhm.
Because I can tell you, I knew homeboys that were dating around, and very few of them met the parents of their met the parents of whomever they're dating. I guess it kind of makes sense because first of all, we're not in high school no more, so there's no meeting them immediately. And second of all, you don't want to meet somebody, y'all start dating, you meet the parents, and then 2 months later y'all break up for whatever reason. Or it's not a serious relationship to begin with. So you don't want to involve the family too soon into the relationship. That's kind of what I worry about.
Mhm.
You're not going to meet my mother less than a month of. You're not going to meet my mother and my uncles or whatever after knowing me for 2 months. Then we just had to break up. You know, a month or so later, we just had to see other people. I don't want to do that. Don't invest in something if you know it's not going anywhere. Just saying.
Now, I can understand that as adults, but when we kids and stuff, like teenagers, like Nino was talking about 15,
Oh,
16
that's
years old,
different.
I thought
That's
that was
different.
important. That was important because wasn't none of that. I come pick you up or come hang out with you, whatever, and I just go
Hmm.
straight to your room or you just come out. Now I got
Mhm.
to sit out here on I got to sit out here on the couch and sit here and talk about damn basketball and football with your pops for a good damn 20 minutes, half an
Those were
hour,
them
and that,
days.
yeah, but
Those.
I can remember that. I can remember that.
Mhm.
And then I can remember pops be like, "Hey, I want your mother. What's your people's phone number?" So when
Right.
when when my daughter
Yep.
ain't here at a certain time, I know who to call. You know?
Yep. That's because back in the day we had a tight knit community. What was that saying? It takes a village to raise a child. We had a village back
Mhm.
then. 25, 30 years ago, yeah, we had a village to raise these kids. Whatever, you're dating this woman, her family, your family knows her, that kind of stuff. So we was all connected. But thanks to technology,
Right.
we become so disconnected thanks to technology. Now it's just shoot me a text, I'll meet you here. There is no going by the house anymore. You can go by the house, but it's just it's no build up anymore. And like it was when we were younger.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. It's, like I said, it's dying. You know what I mean? You still had
We don't we
people
don't
more
we
united.
we barely plan dates anymore. It's just last minute text and let's go hook up someplace.
Yeah, that's why I said dating's a lost art. You know what I mean? It's not how it
Yep.
was used
And
to.
to be fair, I'll admit I've done it many times. Shoot a female a text and say, "Hey, let's go hang out, do this today." Also, to be fair, I will say let's hang out tomorrow or whatever date. Either way, I plan in advance.
I
Shit.
mean, spontaneous dating is kind of fun. You know what I mean? It's like a surprise. You know what I mean? Like, hey, meet me here, and the mysteriousness is fun. But planning is definitely good too. You know.
Yeah, just don't flake on me. I hate that.
Yeah, that's the worst. Especially if you take the time out of your day to do it, and it's like, man, I will leave a sour taste in my mouth. That's yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me see what we got here. Story. Let me see. Wait, what is that? Did I delete that setup? Oh, here. Before we go, I got some of my art because we about to head out up here for a second. You know what I mean? We got Halloween thing. I'm still waiting on what me and Player One going to do. When we going to do the AI competition and stuff like that. But you know, if anybody instead like Halloween themes and stuff like that, I got. If y'all gotta know the Silent Twins, I did one with me. I did one with me.
I got to get up with you, Cammy, because I got something that we planning in the works. So I got to get up with you on that.
Yeah, I got Crusella with me with the art, the black and everything.
That's Cruella DeVille.
Oh yeah, Cruella. My bad. I always keep pronouncing that the wrong way. Let me see. Let's I got over here. Got some art and everything. Let me see. Got Lady Jaja in the background. All that good stuff. Her as a witch.
Damn. Look at Lady Zyrax.
Is that from The Shine in the movie?
Yeah, remember the little twins? So I made like me and everything.
Yeah. They're talking in unison and they just gradually fade away. Yep.
Yeah. A classic, man. A classic.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, not as gruesome as usual, but you know what I'm saying?
Suspensions can be scary too. I did this one of roasting,
Yeah, the chopped pig.
Fatville. Who the hell is Fatville?
Cammy mean, man.
I was to be in a roast session.
See, I told you she be doing no fat.
No, wait. No.
That nigga too damn big to be an Oompa Loompa.
No, that's the blue boy.
That's the boy that turned to a bluebird.
That's the girl. Yeah, the blueberry girl.
Oh, there's a girl.
He's already a blueberry. He probably had two.
No, in the original, it was a boy though. The
it
newer
is.
one, they changed it to a girl. Yeah, the original was a fat white boy.
Yeah. Sorry, bitch. Sorry. And even it looks so real. Like it's me and the blossom and everything. Yeah, it's fun. I've been working on that.
That looks nice.
Yeah. It's cool and everything. Let me see.
I'm gonna drop down, Cammy. Thank you for having me up. It was a pleasure. Go grab my food for the evening. But, y'all have a good night. Peace. I'm gonna check you out on Twitch. I'm gonna find out how to send them damn cheers and shit, man. I don't know why it wasn't working. I tried to buy some and send them motherfuckers, man. I'm trying to figure that shit out. But nah, shout out to you, Cammy. Peace.
All right, Auntie. Damn, Cammy, you all right, Cammy? You muted?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you going crazy with this AI stuff. Well,
that makes two of us.
Well, that makes two of us.
Yeah, I've been seeing you doing your AI. Just you doing your thing and everything.
I just put up 3 new shorts today.
Yeah. I did this last one. It was another one. I've been roasting him lately. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I had to. Don't look so real though. That's great.
And people say I'm cruel. Jeez, girl.
Hey man, you saw how I've been getting treated in the back, man. It is what it is. When you gonna get into the AI stuff, Nino? I've been seeing you do your thing. I don't know if Nino's still there.
Oh, yeah.
I've been experimenting with the AI. Honestly, I've been doing this since 2013. But now I got a program I can bring my AIs to life and create some lifelike videos, kind of like what Cammy does.
Check in. Yeah.
No, I guess when I feel like putting some money, because I know it's gonna cost some money. You gotta get it different.
Yeah, there are some free ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably are they as good as the ones you pay for?
Yeah, well, actually, some of the ones that I use is actually free. I mean, like the prompt and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like this one, like is actually free. You just gotta know how to play with the prompt and stuff like that. Like if you're good at manipulating and playing with a prompt, you can make anything, cool. It depends on what the AI you got. You know what I mean? So like I use ones that are paid and free ones because the paid ones, after you run out of credits, you gotta wait until next month for redoing. So, but finding some free ones and knowing how to manipulate the prompt can definitely create wonders. But I talk to
I'll be right there.
I use ChatGPT sometimes to make shit. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I know it's a couple of other ones I plan on looking into, but I don't know.
Oh that one is fire, man. Yeah, like even you can like upload a image and like upload an actual image and manipulate it like you wearing the outfit from the actual image and stuff like that or whatever theme and stuff and create it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really cool. We just gotta know how to play with it.
Yeah. That's what I be using a lot of times. ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm. But it be fire.
Because I know I got Microsoft Copilot too, but I don't like the way they shit come out.
Yeah, at first I did like it, but I don't know, maybe they upgraded their thing because it been pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you with you.
Oh, that was a couple months ago, so I might need to check it out. But I know the last time I was like, yeah, I mean it's not bad, but it's like it had restrictions too. Like I was trying to do some Naruto shit. It was like we can't do that.
So they come to that like search at like first say Freddy Krueger like that one that signing star one or whatever I just showed the twins. If you type that in, it's gonna be. But if you know how to like manipulate, like like sometimes I take images from online and just manipulate. Don't actually say the word, but try to hey blue hair, and then it can actually create it. You just gotta know how to manipulate it in order to create a character from it. But it takes time. It's just taking. Well, yeah, booking session. Yeah, we keep talking too much. Booking session. Yeah. We can't tell so much. You want to learn all the good stuff. Hit us up, and we get you right on session. You know what I mean? Appreciation. But yeah, man. Yeah, all that good stuff. But anywho, we about to end the show too. We've been here for 3 hours. It's been really fun. For me not to be live for 2 weeks, I did, come back at a banger. I had a lot of fun. A lot of people came up. We got a lovely Roll came up. Nino Nation. You know what I mean? My co-host. You know what I mean? My co-host. The Nino Academy, Riz Academy. We it is that Riz Nino Academy. I don't know how to put it. You know what I mean? We got T, the Purge Master. In the building, Therese in the building, Zai, Lady General, Lady of all ladies, you know what I mean? Who else? Yeah, Jay was the Judge's Devil, you know what I mean? In the building. Appreciate you, Fatty, for the donations and everybody in the donations. Everybody here. Damn, you was demoted? No, whoa, I said Academy. He got a Nino Academy, and both of the overlords are just co-hosting. So hey, I'm trying to. Look, nobody's taking over the Rich Academy. You gotta break me from the building. I'm glued to the building, so you can't take me. Not possible. Yeah, you wasn't the principal, sir. I'm the headquarters of. Wait, so it's principal like the food chain? Whatever the.
You about to make up something.
Yeah, I'm the principal. I'm the principal. Yeah. We go co-host. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a co-host. Every Friday, I call Vertical Fridays. So I want to do that for the vertical thing. I'm gonna have my co-host here and everything, and we're going to talk about different topics and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm still working things and everything, bringing up different concepts and all that good stuff. Nino don't got nothing to say. You got something to say? Fight back, Nino.
Oh no, I'm not tripping off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be your co-host. You had to be a co-host on my show a couple times for sure.
Hey man, we in here. All that good stuff. So yeah, man. Appreciate you. I think you've been doing you doing a gaming thing on Monday, like the for the sports.
Yeah, it was a practice run on Monday. I got an idea of some things I want to do with it, but it's a work in progress. Something for fun for folks that want to talk some football. It ain't too many of us. I don't expect a lot of people to show up.
Yeah.
But if you do want to
Yeah.
talk some shit about football, pull up on Mondays.
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
You just gotta work your way in the algorithm. Cause we kinda in this algorithm and stuff in this space, but when you grow and everything, there's so many football heads and so many spaces. And when they come to your channel and stuff like that, you're gonna be up there, you know what I mean? It shows so many football heads out here and all that good stuff. But yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Man. But yeah, appreciate you. You got
any again in a week? When the next
No. I'm going between tomorrow or Thursday, one of those days. Well, definitely going live before this week. I definitely gonna do a Friday. I'm gonna do the Vertical Friday. I already got the topic up, so I'm gonna do that for sure on Friday. But yeah, your shirt is giving me vibes like you keep it feminine and masculine at the same time. Hey, look, we got a little bit. I got a little bit both in me. You know what I mean? You know, I have feminine vibes, but I do got a gangster vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Can't think we wild. Finish your.
That's what the villain's gonna feel safe around me, Nino. You know what I mean? I got that feminine energy to keep him cool, keep him calm, but you always go feel safe because something happens. I don't got no mind stepping up. Where's the fit, especially when Zyrus is not here? Yo, Fatty, very feminine. You need to chill out.
Cammy is very feminine. Don't listen to him.
Madams can be feminine. What are you talking about? Pimp can be. Man, look, man.
Your name is Pimp, really?
Whoa, look. I'm not on that kind of time. Look, I'm not picky beds. You know what I mean? My beds are actually clean. So,
Patty, shout out to you. Don't you dare compare her to Priscilla. Don't you dare compare her to Priscilla. Come on now. You're doing too much now, buddy.
Look, when I take my feelings out, they don't go to the what is that place? The gas station bathrooms. You know what I mean? We don't do that. So don't compare me to that chick. You know what I mean? We actually take good care. A Chick-fil-A bathroom is way more better than a gas station. Let me go back to the lure of the range. I see you like, yeah. You making me crash out. No. But Nino, Nation, what's your final words this evening?
Oh man, good show. I had fun.
Appreciate you.
Glad you're closing up now because I got some shit to do. But
you won't go live later?
Nah, not now. I need a day off, man. I'm streaming Sunday, Monday.
Oh yeah, you been working your butt off. Yeah, for good. We were kind of laughing. So you've been holding it, man. You know, soldier, man. Shout out to me, though.
Hey, I try, man. You know. But yeah, man, good show. Appreciate you doing the show. Stay busy, stay focused. Good notes and all that shit. I was proud of you.
Yeah,
I was too.
Appreciate you. Sheila, I forgot to give you the clap. Give me a second. Give me a clap. Let me get the clap for Nino for his lovely.
I was gonna say, how dare you forget?
Oh, my bad. Wait, my bad. Wait. Where's my clap? Oh, much love. Your final words.
Well, even though I came in a little late, good show as always. Shout out to everybody for coming in. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to not only myself, but my girl Cammy, the Riz Queen. Yeah, not God, Queen.
I like that, period. Bow down.
And by the way, check out and you talked about AI. Yep, I've been doing some AIs of my own. Be sure to check them out if you want to.
Yeah, it's fire, the dancing and everything. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
Of course.
Appreciate y'all. He said,
AI competition.
Yeah.
Hustler.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, let's get ready for Call of Duty, boys. I whoop, man, y'all look. I love bloodthirst.
Cammy,
Boom, boom.
before I dip, are you still doing that old Saturday morning gaming night thing?
Yeah, I'm doing that. We'll get that situated.
All right, because I know last week you didn't do one, or did you?
Yeah,
you didn't.
We got that situated. Got y'all. But yeah, got y'all. Fatty, man, don't look. If you want to be embarrassed and humiliated, then if you want to get embarrassed and humiliated, player one, Nino and y'all, I'll get ready. It's like I'm like Leatherface. You know what I mean? I've been in that house all night, but then when those kids come over,
this is crazy.
It sounds like a challenge to me, but okay.
I'll come out with my chainsaw and start destroying, man.
You
know, Leatherface kind of have a similar background. We both be in the house all day, but when we go outside, okay, well maybe I would have compared myself to him, but I know what I'm trying to say, man. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I will do it.
Cammy ain't playing no Call of Duty.
Man.
Go ahead.
Welcome back, Zyrax.
I'm hecka late, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any last words, Zyrax?
I'm so sorry, Cammy.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, that's all. I'm sorry.
It's
I
all
should have
good.
listened before I came up. But I had a lot of stuff to take care of. My daughter went to science campus, so I'm trying not to cry. So,
Soccer camp?
science camp for 5 days.
Science camp.
5 days. Got you about to cry. That's crazy. Is that right? Come on now.
And they still do those today?
Yes. Which I'm glad, but then you know how much it costs? Well, there's
I can imagine.
There's two of them, and for the 6th graders, it's like almost $300, and then for the for my 7th grader, it's $400 per student.
Yeah. You're making that money up. You know y'all gonna pay it.
You can afford it. You can afford it. If not, I guess. Mm-hmm. As long as some kids come back home educated, it's all good.
Yeah, you're right. Agent, but then there's a third option, and that is going down to the district and and demand them to pay for it or to fund it. They're supposed to fund it.
Yeah. But ladies, Zaza, you got any final words before I end the stream?
No, go ahead, girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just rambling on. Go ahead.
I'm finna hop off. Take care, Kami, Neo, Zyrax. Take care, y'all.
You too.
Appreciate you. Let me put myself on screen. Appreciate you guys. Y'all see the show. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all for joining all these amazing people, and thank you for all the super chats, hashtags, PayPals, and your interactions. I'm back at it here, y'all. Back at it. I know I've been knocked out by the cold, but I'm back, and I'm stronger than ever. So we be here definitely on a Friday, Vertical Fridays, and I'm out here. Peace.